supporter. That's nothing new.
Well, so why did you bother you?
What'd you say?
Trump put it on your first payment on your housing payment. Could you use
I can't. No, I actually didn't have to use my 401k, but I know people that did use their 401k to purchase their houses. So it was Trump. So why should they have to thank Trump for something that's been around?
I'm not saying that. You guys are mistaken. I'm not a Trump supporter.
No, sir, you're mistaken. You came up here and said thank Trump for you being able.
You came up here and said
thank Trump for you being able to.
Let me say something to you. Let me say something to you. Though you were talking about Trump not doing to you. A single woman with
I'm not single.
You have a 4-year-old.
And she not young. She like 79.
Well, you ever get your young
I'm not single.
herself as that.
She not young. She like 79.
79 with a 4-year-old.
I didn't
single. She just told me.
I didn't depict myself as single. I just told you
the child needed to go to daycare. So what about that gave you single?
That meant she had to work.
49.
You don't think married women work?
Not all of them. My mother did.
Well, your mother didn't work, and your wife probably didn't work. But it's a lot of married women out here that work.
The 60s.
When I was married,
my dad called me at the right time because I should have cussed his ass out.
70s, 80s, 90s. She never worked in her
But
life.
guess what? First of all, I was born in 91. Let's get that clear. I was born in 91, so the 70s and 80s don't even apply.
Hold on, lovely. We just learned something here. And this is why Black people used to fail them SAT tests and things that you would take in order to go to college. Because see, when they ask a question, when they say, let's say if this question was on the SAT, if a mother has a child and goes to work, is she single or married? The white person is going to say single. And he just, as an example, you didn't say anything that indicated that you were a single mother. You just simply said you had a 4-year-old. You have to go to work and daycare, and you don't have time to sit and suffer. And I guess they figured since you used the word sit and suffer, you were suffering by yourself, as if like you and your husband can't suffer, behind Trump. So
I never thought about that. I never thought about that.
That is very interesting that white people, when they hear a Black woman talking about she got to go to work, they assume she don't have a husband.
She said she had daycare. Then I assumed she worked because she had daycare.
Well,
what mother put your kid in daycare so she don't watch TV?
If both of you and your husband work hours from 6
Hold on,
a.m. to 5:30 in the
hold on,
afternoon, you don't go to daycare.
Right. But single women do the same thing.
Wait a minute.
But to assume simply because a woman takes her child to daycare that she is single.
I've never met a woman on the panel that's never.
Wait a minute.
I'm married and I have a kid. No,
Wait a minute.
She chose to leave that information out.
Why did she have to say she was married?
Why did I have to say I was married?
About being affected by Trump and his tariffs. Why do you have to mention that you're married when you're showing an example of being affected by?
No, that's misinformation.
No, it ain't no misinformation because it don't make no difference if I'm struggling by myself or me and my husband struggling.
Right. And let me.
Wait a minute.
First of all, y'all are sitting up here having a conversation about me, so I think I should be able to chime in on this. So,
where's Black got to do with it?
Please, guys.
So this
said anything about.
I'm a fucking guy. Don't even worry about it. Y'all keep talking about me like that. This is the thing, right? I mean, it's crazy. Like,
let the lady, we're gentlemen. Let the lady talk.
This is the thing, right? Because me and my husband are people that are in logistics specifically. He's still over the road, and I am local, right? And I'm gonna tell y'all, I have not always worked. I haven't. Oh fuck it, I don't even want to talk no more. I'm good. Every time I talk, I get cut off.
No, I'm sorry. I was just
no, but this is the thing, right? But what I'm trying to I have met many women that were housewives that are now working because food is very expensive. We don't qualify for any governmental assistance, right? So it takes two in this economy. There are a lot of women that just, and I know because I talk to them. Like I go to on a panel where it used to be stay-at-home moms, and it's only one stay-at-home mom left on the panel. Everybody else has gone back into work. Because it takes two in this economy. So what bothers me is that you have Trump supporters like Bob, who has a pension, who's retired, who grew up in the 70s and 80s, and then they try to apply it to this economy that we have now. It's absolutely no comparison. That's why I cannot stand when people say back in the 80s we ate potatoes and bread. God damn it, do you see it? Like I think last time I went to the grocery store, potatoes and went up to $1.20 a pound for a fucking potatoes, for a pound of potatoes. So it's like we can't sit up here and act like that the economy of yesterday is the one today. And now he's threatening our allies with tariffs that we pay because he wants Greenland.
You ain't got no money to pay. You said you ain't got no money. You ain't gonna buy no imported stuff.
Like, what do you? Can I ask you something, Bob? Do you have a laptop?
No.
Never mind. Don't even worry about it.
No, mislead the panel saying I have a kid and I do all this.
I did not mislead the panel.
No,
I did not. Why do you assume? How did I mislead the panel?
And y'all assume
You just misled the entire panel.
No, I did not.
Okay. She
No,
literally said she had a kid, and y'all assume
a kid. Wait a minute.
But you
Hold on. She misled the entire panel. She's saying I'm doing this with a kid. Wait a minute.
I said he has daycare, he has to eat, he has water, he has life. I never said I was doing it by myself.
You never what now?
Wife and 5 kids. I've never seen anything.
Why did you get single?
No. See, that's the thing, though. You're trying to mislead the panel. You're saying,
no, I'm not. Why did you get single mom out of what I said?
I just told you how they got it out of there. As a white person, this is what I'm trying to tell you. As a white person, when you tell them to a white man, if you have a husband and you
Black
work,
people and white people would have said it differently.
that's strange to them.
We say it differently. I'm a black man. A white man interprets what you say differently, and that's the problem. Is that he doesn't want to admit that touches him somewhere.
I think
I'm ashamed to say that I'm married.
We're not going to do
that. Why should I have to say that?
Why should she have to say anything?
Is because all the black people on the planet,
they're not misinterpreting anything. I'm trying to get you to understand. There are studies. So back in the day, on the test, they would ask how many people sleep in a 4-bedroom house. These were questions on those tests to see if you were qualified to go to college and see if you could get scholarships. So now when you ask a white person how many people sleep in a 4-bedroom house, they're going to tell you that'll be the mom and the daddy is in 1 bedroom. Then they got a sister and a brother in another bedroom. So that's 3. And then maybe they'll have a guest bedroom. Maybe if it's a 3rd child, because each one of them are going to have a bedroom. Now, when you ask a black kid, for the most part, and let's say they got a family of whatever that sleep in a 4-bedroom house, if they even got 4 bedrooms, because most of them didn't have them back then, they're going to say 10 people. Because, see, they was used to 5 and 6 in a bedroom. But why? So our cultures are different, our styles are different. This is why we get different answers, and this is why we don't really understand each other. So to a white man, when he hear a woman say she work, her kid go to daycare. So if he automatically assumes that you're single because in his mind, his wife ain't gonna work and his kids ain't gonna go to daycare. So if you
go to work,
if you out here working and going to daycare, you got to be a single woman taking care of these things by yourself. You definitely ain't got no husband, because what husband gonna let you work and send kids to daycare? See, that's how they think. So that's why they assumed that.
And the crazy thing about it, Miss Sylvia, housewives send their kids to daycare every single day.
The fact that you mentioned work,
Like they do, that is like that is like their break time. Yes.
But see, the fact that you mentioned work, because those are rich women that send their kids to daycare. The average housewife they can't afford to go to daycare. That's why their housewives take care of the kids. But if the husband got money, you're right, the woman sends them to daycare because she's running the house, planning parties, and doing that kind of stuff.
That's a thing.
Social life.
And that's her job. So that's why the kids go to daycare, because she has to do those other social life. They're called social life.
Right. And see, I'm blessed enough where I have certifications where I'm out and help if need be, which is the current situation. I got the certification, so guess what? I'm gonna jump out and do what I gotta do. And like I said, Miss Sylvia, that wasn't a thing, but so I was not familiar with that until you just educated me. But it's crazy how they always assume Black women are single. It very much is. It's ridiculous.
It's an insult if you got a husband.
How is that an insult?
Don't want us.
Well, because it very much is so, yes. And you see how right.
So because it's saying that men don't want us.
I don't think like that.
And look how you responded, Bob.
You got a baby, somebody wanted you.
No, that means somebody fucked us.
Well, they wanted you to do that. They planted that seed in you. I don't think they wanted to get you pregnant.
But let me tell you this, Bob. Let me tell you what it is, Bob. Look at how he came at me gently when he thought I was single. But then when I was like, I'm not single, he got upset at the idea of me being a married woman.
No,
because he did.
Hey, listen.
He did.
Listen, white people love the family unit. They think that's the key to everything.
But it's the thing. You're right. I was just about to say
Yes.
Bob, I got a question. Why do y'all think all Black women?
Yes, I hope they do. I hope they do.
Bob, I got a question. Why do y'all think all Black women
Listen
are
to the
single?
woman getting mad right now because
I'm not getting mad. I asked the question. Why do white men assume that all Black women are single mothers?
Because the father says a Black woman, that's the reason the Black men didn't vote for Kamala, because they can't take that drama. That's why they pick white women, because they can't take Black woman drama.
80% of Black men voted for Kamala. So you're talking
correct.
about
That is correct.
they voted for Kamala.
But I'm talking about that 20. I'm talking about that 20.
But this is the thing, right? Who do you think speaks for us?
20% that says that, they're only saying that because they don't want to say the truth. The Black woman don't want their ass.
Right. And the white women,
and that white woman that gets with them ain't gonna keep them long either.
No, listen to this, Miss Sylvia. They get white women that white men don't even want.
That's true.
This the thing. So when Black men go and get white women that white men don't even want.
That's a fact. She's talking facts.
Like let's just keep it real here, Bob. Have you ever seen a white woman with a Black man that you wanted?
Never.
Thank you. Point proven. Case closed. So guess what? We don't want their ass. Look, Black women don't want the men, and white men don't want the women. So they a match made in heaven.
Yeah, never.
Anybody that's dating out their race and putting down their own race, they a reject.
That's what my argument has been since forever. Everybody is proud of who they are. Everybody is proud of their tribe. I mean, that's what I'm saying. I don't see people wanting to get changed, or some people, but they're like freaks,
Might I expand on that?
Like that white woman who wanted to be the head of the NAACP. Is that the craziest shit you ever heard?
Bob cooking now. Look, me and Bob the found some common ground. Can y'all believe me and Bob?
Listen, I think we got a whole lot more than you imagine.
I'm sitting up here because I was on the panel with this guy. I don't know why, because I I don't stay in panels where black men just. All of his mods were white women cosplaying black women, and black women was on the panel sounding so intelligent talking. He had the most just hood ass, ghetto ass white women as his mods on the panel, and he was using it as a way to allow the white women to insult black women. She was this one girl was like, "You mad because I talk ghetto?" I said, "I'm not mad that you can't have an intelligent conversation. What does you being ignorant have to do with me?"
Listen, that has long-term effect.
What she was
Listen.
trying. That's their other word for black. I'm talking like you black.
Right. And I said, why did you invite me up here? Because I'm high yellow, but both of my parents are black. And so I sat up there, I was like, I'm not biracial. And he was like, you're not biracial? I said, no, I'm a black woman. And I said, I don't care to be on a panel with a bunch of ignorant ass white women. I said, I said it, what I just said to Bob, I said, these are the white women that white men don't even want. They cuss my ass out for A to Z, Miss Sylvia. They cuss my ass out so bad.
The one you were just
God. They told me I was jealous. They told me that I was mad because I can't get a man. They
you
was
said, hey, you said my hair curls better.
And I said,
never.
You don't want those kind of white women or black women.
No, they can't be ghetto and ignorant as hell.
Yeah, white men don't want those kind of ghetto white women, and they don't want black women altogether.
Say,
Wait a minute. Hey, that's a lie.
hold.
One of the big insults that people try to.
No, it's not.
No, there ain't nothing wrong with
it. I live in a predominantly, like it's diverse, but it's predominantly white. And I listen, let me tell you something. When them white men see me on, when they're black. They're black. Yeah, exactly. when those white men see
Hold on, C-SPAN.
when those white men see me on that knuckle boom, they pull up, "Hi darling, how you doing? Can I buy you some lunch? I think you're very attractive because you know why? But you know why, Miss Sylvia? Want me to tell you why? Is because I speak like I have some sense and good sense people like good sense men like good sense women. No matter the race. No matter the race.
White men been chasing black women for years.
Miss Sylvia, I went to the prom with a white boy.
As a white man from Australia, can I expand on this?
Please.
not talking like that.
Okay. So
Not talking like that, you won't.
Let him, Bob. Come on, man.
I'm just gonna say.
Go ahead, Ripple. Go ahead.
I'm gonna say things that I think that we all can agree on. Black men genuinely have a BBC. Are we all good with that?
No.
Yes.
Wrong.
Hell yes.
Like on average. We can agree, right?
That's a lie. That's a damn lie right there. Hey, your voice too high.
That's the one stereotype we'll take, buddy.
Hear me land the plane.
I didn't hear what you said. Black men have a what?
A BBC.
That's so
That's
bold,
not
Miss Sylvia. That's so bold.
More. Okay, I'm gonna say it more clearly.
We got it,
I'm
man.
not saying it's not true. I understood. We all understood what you
Let him
said.
finish his point. Let him finish his point. Go ahead, sir.
Have some white in the dome, right? Now I'm going to say that's an average perception, and I've been to the urinal, and I can agree. Right?
That's not true.
I can agree. Well, as a white man,
I bet you do a lot of staring, but that don't mean anything.
Yeah, bro. Don't be wrong. I'm happy with mine. And
listen, let me tell you.
I know that's right. Go ahead. Hold on, Bob. Let this man finish, man. Let him finish up. Let him finish up, man. Come on, Bob.
Let me plan my plane. But I put it to you. If there is a vessel for that to go in, the opposite have a creation that allows that to naturally form inside. And I'm just saying, I can understand why all men have a yellow fever. Explain. You can expand.
Let me tell you something.
Y'all get what he say?
If what I'm
He
saying.
said,
And all Asian women and all Asian people have small ones. What I'm saying, they're horizontal. Am I better off to look for a black VJ or a light tan Asian VJ, which will fit my parcel better?
Did y'all, man? I've never heard this one before. This is a new one. It depends on what you're working with.
Let me answer the question.
Oh.
Now,
Go ahead, Bob.
being a factory worker, and being a union official, I got my share of attractive encounters. And I asked this one time, actually we had a conversation about it, and she said, let me tell you, that's all a myth. If that was the case, all of us women would be large to anyone. Because that would how only way we could naturally accommodate the natural
down there that we have, right?
And when she told me she probably
canal.
Well, let me tell you. I'm just saying
that canal. What makes you think
ain't no giant? Saying to you is that
I had to represent
You know we literally
white
got
people.
this
The
a
only
lot.
reason I went there.
Come on.
I had to represent.
You know we literally got this a lot, man.
Hey, I had to represent.
Bob said,
Let me ask the woman. Hold on. Let me ask the woman who works for Ford. Let me ask the woman for Ford.
Over there.
Listen, let me ask the woman who works for Ford a question.
That's who's talking to you right now. So
Okay, listen, answer this question for the panel. If I wouldn't have been able to take care of my business, would the woman have talked shit on me at the plant?
If you was in there messing around, yeah, they'd have had your name would have been all over.
That's right. It'd have been.
That's all y'all do is whores in them plants.
Right. You're right. She's right.
Hold on, Bob. We gotta, because
Bob is the
mother,
opposite.
she's real soft
Loud
spoken, so
and-
you gotta be quiet.
Stop.
No, I'm saying Bob is the opposite. Of you.
So Bob, since we're talking about the plant,
See what I mean? See?
were you a trick?
Girl, they be in there fucking.
Were you a trick? Yeah, I know that I work plants too. You a trick?
I was.
Financially?
Friday on payday.
Did they find you financially attractive?
That's the only. Listen, here's a crazy thing. Here's something that I picked up. Every black woman that I every black woman that I went out with was hungry. First thing she said is she wanted to eat. You can answer why.
right.
They had you under food.
Right.
Listen, it was a fair trade.
I didn't know the terminology.
Terminology.
So how much do you make right now, Bob?
Bob, I got a homegirl.
I mean, annually, look at my profile. I'm doing pretty good. I'm over 100.
I will. Bob, I got a home. She is the right.
Hey, look at my profile and tell me what you think.
Your profile to my homegirl right now. I got a homegirl.
Does she live?
I just looked at Bob's profile. Bob, you are definitely a trick. Hey,
She doesn't, Bob, she doesn't have any kids and she don't mind traveling.
Wait a minute, y'all. Bob got some money too.
Now you
yeah, Bob over there looking like pasta and lobster.
Bob put about 35 years in that. So when Bob,
listen. Hey, don't be a hater. Don't be a hater.
When he was working, when he came out, Bob sitting real good.
Oh,
Yeah, I was.
He was good.
I was the president for the state for the
He
CAP.
was with the big boys making them kickback.
Yeah.
He was with the big boys making them.
Yeah.
He was a union representative. He done told you.
Hey,
How did you do that?
yeah. I don't want to go, but I had to go.
How did you do that? How did you excel?
Came down from Baltimore to Louisiana.
Well, no. What happened is,
That's all I knew.
I came down from Baltimore to Louisiana,
In the South.
and I started out of high school working. That's all I knew how to work in a factory. And I went south in Louisiana. I said, man, I'm sure I went back in time. Sure glad I ain't black. I ain't lying, because man, I'm telling you, the South was got today.
I said that it's the same thing. Yeah,
with the UAW paid for. Then I went there and didn't have any skills, so GM paid for with the W paid for my college, so I went at night. So I got a degree. I was the only one around with a damn degree, and they made me the head of their lobbying. So I did that for 12 years.
I heard it in his
Lobbying.
Free deals.
That's why he in Vegas. I know he got the cars.
Listen.
They call it free deals. Free deals.
To go to work for General Motors or Ford, even if you don't want to stay there, because they'll pay for you to go to college to do anything you want to do.
That's why I want manufacturing to increase. I want other people to taste what I've been tasting.
And get the hell out of there if you don't want to stay in no plant.
Listen, I want others to taste what the American dream that I got to floats all boats.
But UAW didn't sold these kids out though.
They did. You know what? And here's the deal. I was up there in that top level stuff. Oh, you don't know how bad they did. I'm telling you, they were. Oh, you don't know how bad they hurt.
I know. They really don't know how.
I'm telling you, they were more than ignorant.
I tell these young kids, they really don't know how bad that they have really been done, because there's no reason that we're not all out here getting the benefits that used to be given.
That's exactly right. Exactly right.
I was in Ohio. We had the rubber and the wheels, and we could.
The sky was the limit, but it ain't anymore.
I was in Ohio, and we
walk across the street and get another job. This was the 90s. You could quit one factory.
You could pick your job. You could pick a job. That's right. That's right. Exactly.
But even then, it was starting to slow up. And
I saw it. Before that, it was slowing in the 90s, early 90s. I started in the early 70s. I said, man, we're getting jacked.
They went to that temporary shit.
Yeah, the UAW sold us out so bad.
But you know what? I was happy to see that John Deere struck like they did and didn't cave, and they won the contract. They won it because, like John Deere, like them employees said, it's going to be their kids working those jobs, because that's down there in the country, you know, and those are the only jobs that those people have. So why we going to sell out our kids and come and work in these jobs, and then they ain't going to have a pension, they ain't going to have shit, they going to get their body broke down for some free medicine.
Listen, rather than just complain about or talk about the good old days or think it ain't now, the way that I feel, how we changed, because I've been fighting on the front lines way before Trump was. Trump just jumped on that bandwagon with the tariffs. Other than he was a businessman, thought that we were getting screwed bad. Our own government sold us out. They sold out generations just like they're doing war. They just say, well, this generation, you're screwed. 18-year-old, all 18-year-olds that year, you're screwed. Hell with that. We get sold out everywhere, whether the union, the government. I mean, it's a bad world. It's sad. It's sad, but that's how it is.
Can we be honest and say it's because a lot of the little YT kids weren't going in anymore?
Say it
I was in the plant. When I was in the plant, I started out at 18. I made great money from 18 up. There were not a lot of little white.
That's what I'm saying. That's my whole argument.
A lot of YT kids, so it started getting harder.
She's 100% right.
So when the little YT kids no longer wanted to work in the plant, they started shutting down the industry.
Increase manufacturing in this country. If you increase manufacturing in this country, you're going to have a whole lot of African Americans. If they generationally, their parents got them jobs. And the fact you tell me we had a program where they want you to recommend somebody because they know that you know that world. That's the world you get into. And they open with open arms. They'll take you if you're a family member works there, as long as you got a good record.
I had a family member. It was easy to walk in any plant I wanted to go into. It was easy to get the job. But
if we can increase that, maybe
once the grandfather thing wasn't possible anymore, because the little YT boys, boys weren't going in.
We can increase it
that's when the industry got hit, and it got harder and harder to get in.
If we can increase it just a little, we'd be better off.
Another good company that was messed up by the government that would have been still been hiring millions and millions of people throughout the United States and paying a good pay. Was AT&T.
Absolutely. That gave a lot of women a lot of good jobs.
That gave women and men, because the men was out in the field on the line and the women was.
Well, I was talking about Western Electric making them phones in Bell South.
Western Electric, the telephone company part of it. I mean, AT&T was a big employer.
Right.
And then these other companies like MCI and Sprint came in with this bullshit and caused that divestiture during the 80s and broke the company up. And now look at it.
We've been going in the wrong direction for a long time. You can't do it overnight, but if you can do something, I mean, that's better than lip service. That's too many politicians just give lip service. Trump, it's like for Trump, his ego is so big, he wants to accomplish everything. He wants to be Superman.
But Bob, I know you want Trump to be the glory of the glory.
I do.
But that's not going to happen.
Well, it might not, but I tell you what, to me, he's a hell of a lot better than the alternative.
I know. You didn't investigate the alternative.
What made him better?
Listen, just like we were talking.
Let me say this. Because so far, everything Trump is doing came true, and I called it before he even became president. So we've not had, ever since I've been alive, that left out of office.
Have you seen them women that was in the factory?
We've never had a Republican president that left out of office and left America in the green.
Yeah, Bill Clinton. Bill Clinton did.
He's not a Republican.
It don't matter. He's a president.
Ron, Bob, are you listening?
No, not all 100%.
Okay, so let me repeat what I said. I said, since I have been alive, and I was born in 1963, we have never had a Republican president that left us in the green. Every last one left us in the red, including Trump in his first term.
That's a fact. That's a fact. You're right.
We were in the red. Now, Trump is showing me we just ain't going to be in the red this time. As a country, we're going to be bankrupt. I don't know what he has. Now watch what I'm saying. Trump ain't, I don't know what's going on in Trump's mind. I don't know whether he got some dementia, or I don't know whether he don't give a fuck, but Trump is showing us citizens. And the only people who ain't seeing it is just folks like those people who deal with their kids. They don't want to accept they got a badass fucking kid and need to whoop that kid's ass. But Trump is going to bankrupt us. So all I'm saying is that last year when he in office, you better look at your 401ks every fucking day, because when it comes close to the time for him to come up out of there, if that election ain't gonna go the way they want it to go, what did they do? You're gonna be broke as fuck.
They gave more small black.
I'm broke when Biden was in office. What did they do?
Hold on,
explain how did it?
Nah, don't be going that black.
Wait a minute, we're gonna be respectful. We can be respectful. I want to ask you a question. How did Trump when he was in the red? How was he when he was in the red?
Because Trump is selling us.
Hey, Jess, I'm not gonna lie. You gotta take that boot out your jaw. Real shit. Like, I'm not even like.
I gotta take that word. Excuse me. First, we're not gonna be offensive to each other. We're not gonna be disrespectful. If you don't agree with what I'm saying, we don't have to be disrespectful comments, because I didn't come disrespectful to you. So we go first get that together, right there.
Disrespect that out.
Thank you.
I wasn't being disrespectful.
But I don't know what you're talking about boot in my mouth. I don't know what you're talking about, but that's disrespectful, because I don't have a boot in my mouth. But we gonna stand corrected. I'm 50-some years old. I might not look it on this picture, but we gonna be respectful.
Okay.
Thank you.
Got you. So why do you support Trump?
I support Trump.
Can you name me some policies?
Wait a minute. You asked a question. In 1828, the Democrats was made. But you know, the Republic, it was for the Republic for which you stand. When the Emancipation Proclamation came about and Abraham Lincoln freed the slaves, when they had the Civil War, right? They didn't like that because of the war between the North and the South. So they was upset about that. So that's when the Democrats came about. See, people don't understand that. There was a Ku Klux Klan thing. The Democrats was. Malcolm X even said himself, the Democrats had never gave us anything they ever promised. They promised us this. The reason why they did that is because all those votes were black people. They feel like they can just promise us what they want to promise us, and they don't never deliver it. So as long as they keep promising us for something, then we're going to keep listening. From slaves. So guess what? Tell me this. We have never got no reparations. The 14th Amendment came from our ancestors from slaves. So you tell me this. How is it that every other nation get to have the rights of our ancestors from the 14th Amendment? So explain it to me, man, since you were born in 1960.
I have a copy of the Independence.
I want to ask a quick question.
My dad was a Panther, so he may not put up on this stuff.
Well,
so come on with
it. I have a copy of the Independence.
I want to ask a quick question.
I'm listening. Independence in the Constitution right here in my hand.
Okay, so you got the, but guess what? You got the, guess what? Excuse me. You have the Constitution, but is the Constitution work for you? I don't care how much, how many copies of the Constitution you have, but is it representing for you? That's what I'm saying.
So can I speak now? See, my people.
We can't all speak together.
I have a copy of this Constitution, and it mentions me. See, my people were here when Columbus got shipwrecked. I was brought over here on one of the ships from the African tribes or nation. And in this Constitution, it speaks of the indigenous people. Which is considered. So I am mentioned. The one thing it does not mention is black people. So now, which is considered Africans. You came over there Negro people were indigenous. It mentions me. So now, if you black and American, you came over there from. It mentions me in here, but now is Trump following this Constitution? No, he is not. And is anybody up in that White House forcing him to follow it? No, they're not. The Democrats don't have enough people to force his hand, and the Republicans don't give a fuck.
So just me, I would like to propose a question to you. What has Trump delivered you?
Talking to me or just me?
Just
me.
A safer country.
No, Bob, hold on. I want her to answer.
You talking to me or just me?
No, just me.
Because he promised a lot of things.
What has Trump delivered you?
We haven't seen him.
Guess what? Have you seen a thing Obama?
Because he promised a lot of things.
Has he ever worked for anything for you?
We haven't seen him.
What he done for you, baby?
But he brought the economy back.
Deflection.
Guess
He
what?
brought the economy back.
Deflection.
I know, but we just
What has Trump delivered you?
Just have to
You. Hold on, y'all. Don't
You
let her
asked about what
deflect from that
Obama
question.
did. Let me tell you what he did, which still
Ain't no
goes
child
on
left
to the
behind,
day.
and all our black people.
Wait.
Obama made it where anybody could go to college and get a 2-year degree, whether it be a nursing degree, heating and cooling, plumbing, as long as you can do it in 2 years and pass a test to show you can read, write, and read, write, and spell. You can go to
I
school
thought
at
kids was writing and spelling before no child.
Just me.
Ain't nobody gonna give you no money to go to college unless you can pass a test to show you can read, write, or spell. So as long as you can pass that test and show that you can read, write, or spell, if you done lost your job, whether you done got fired or quit, laid off, or whatever, you can go to any workforce employment place and apply and go take your ass to school for free and get a nursing degree, get a plumbing license, heating and cooling, and you can make hundreds of thousands of dollars with any of those professions.
Well, I don't know nobody making hundreds of thousands of dollars working.
So Sylvia, hold on.
My
Sylvia,
son-in-law doing is that, so I don't know nobody in that.
If you in
Sylvia.
and you ain't making good money, you're lazy, or you working by the hour.
Okay, Sylvia, hold on, because she deflected from that.
No, I'm not
So just me.
expecting anything. You come with it, because I'm going to answer
I
anything
hear
you want me to answer.
I hear you. So just me. I would like to propose the
He
question.
was like, he just come with it.
I'm never going to deflect anything. I'm going to answer anything you want me to answer, because we going to agree to disagree.
Come with it.
Okay. So just me. What has Trump delivered you?
You know something? I just didn't like that man at first. I did not. I couldn't stand that man. And when I was working with these guys, we was unloading trucks, these two black guys. And then when they explained to me, guess what? I'm gonna be honest. When When COVID hit, I'm gonna be honest. When COVID hit, that's what made me look at him a little different because he did keep us afloat. He did get people money and stuff and kept the economy afloat. And y'all do not say, wait a minute,
What the hell? You
asked me a
drunk.
question. You asked me a question, so let me
never want. He can't handle the truth.
You can't handle the truth.
You know that handout that the
first of all, I didn't take no handout. First of all, I worked my whole thing before.
No, what I'm saying, that $1,000 was given to you by Congress, not Trump.
Guess what? But he initiated it though.
No, he
and guess what? And Biden took it back.
No, let me explain to you. Trump didn't initiate a damn thing. Matter of fact, Trump wasn't gonna let you have that.
His name is on the check.
Trump was not gonna allow you to have that check. Shut up, Bob. The only reason his name was on that check was so that you could get it, because Trump was not going to allow you to Congress to give you that check unless he could sign it.
Y'all.
So what kind of president is going to hold up the money from you?
She said the word damn.
But listen. Y'all see,
same way he went to the Supreme Court to ask them not to give food stamps to people who needed them.
Y'all. Did she?
She just said damn, like
Did she answer my question?
You was a loaded question.
No, it wasn't. I said what?
That's why you told me not to answer.
Bob. Hold on, Sylvia. Bob. I asked her the simple question of what has Trump delivered you? That's it. And she did answer.
We know for a fact.
You gotta say
We
great.
know for a fact that women get raped more than raped.
What are you talking about?
Raped more than men do.
What is
And that we have less
See, now he's the
rapists in our world today in America than we did the day he started.
No, we don't. We got him right up there in the presidency. Now, going back to what she just to what she said. See, this is why I've always said why Black people identified, the few that identified with Trump, why they identified. The men that identified with Trump identified with the felon in him. He's got 34 felons. They identified with the criminal in him. They identified with what they see as a street gangster, and then that's how they run their lives. So they was down with that. Those women identified because they got that check, that $1,000 worth for $1,000. But a lot of folks could be bought, so they went over there for the $1,000 check, hoping to get another one, without even realizing he didn't want you to get that one. They got it. And then
Sylvia, you know what I said before?
they don't realize
Before,
better
Silver,
deal
before
under
the
Obama
election.
getting out of jail, because you didn't have to jump through no hoops once Obama let you out. You had to jump through some fucking hoops. If you didn't meet them hoops, you had to take your ass back to prison. So what the hell is y'all out here talking about? He let
So, Sylvia, before the election, I said the same thing. This man, they think this man gave them this little piece of change. And they gonna vote for him because they think they're gonna get another piece of change.
Because you don't want a
That is the
gangster
dumbest
running your
shit I've
country.
ever heard.
You don't
Black men think he gangster.
What's wrong with that
You
thing?
don't want
Ain't
a
shit gangster
gangster
about Trump. You're a bully.
running your country.
Trump is a total world star
He's a
gangster.
bully. He's not a
You don't
gangster.
want
He's a bully.
gangster running
Hey.
your country.
Yes, you do.
No, you don't,
50
because he's
Cent,
stuck.
hey, 50 Cent told me, listen, 50 Cent told me he'd run it the
If
same
you're
way.
sucking on Putin's penis,
Listen,
you are not a
yes,
gangster.
I know he is. I agree. So am I. So am I.
He's over there
I'm proud
sucking
of it. I'm proud of it.
Who's
and
been
he's
wait
sucking
a
on
minute.
Netanyahu's
Because
penis.
Americans have been thugs since we started.
And she said,
That's not a thug. That's not being a thug when you
Wait a minute.
when you sucking on Putin's penis and Netanyahu's penis. You ain't thug.
Unless you're P. Diddy,
You being
Diddy's
used.
the only thug that
And
ever sucked
he
on
probably
anybody.
on P.
Another
Diddy's
man.
today, too.
But I'm telling you,
He
thugs
was
don't
probably
suck
at that
anybody.
Long Island
Thugs let people suck them.
are you? Hey, you sure? Hey,
I know
Bob.
he go fight
That's a
Putin.
universal definition.
If Trump is so damn tough, fight Putin. Tell Putin to end that goddamn war. Putin said kiss my ass.
He's choking by taking their oil in Venezuela.
He ain't doing nothing. He making himself rich. He don't give a damn.
He's already rich.
That money is in an offshore bank
Are
account.
you sure? Are you sure
that money is in an offshore bank account?
This is a real picture. Sure? This is a real picture.
That's a real picture, by the way.
What though? Yeah, I thought this was AI, but this is
That's a real ass picture.
Right. Yeah, him and Bill Clinton look like freaks, don't they?
Look at Donald when he was fat and ugly. Ugh.
No.
You know women was only with him for money.
Hey, look, all you got to look at Trump is look at his kids. He makes good-looking kids.
All them kids ugly as hell.
Yeah,
they
right.
need to be deported.
Wow.
Nothing but
That's why there aren't as many more biracial. We just got a different idea of beauty, then. We just got a difference of opinion on beauty.
Well, you're right, and Melania needs to be deported. She's a fucking immigrant, and she didn't have proper paperwork.
Trump pardoned her. But that's the kind of shit he does because he's a thug.
I want her buried ass up out of here.
Top Trump at
Where it's ICE.
Trump,
ICE?
hey, here's the deal with Trump. No one's ever going to top Trump at
and when
cold
we get
days.
the next president, that we bulldozing down all that banquet shit. We're gonna trample over that with the biggest bulldozer we can fucking find.
Good. That's you're right.
TDS and this platform.
It ain't hurting me.
What's going on, bro? How you
What's
doing?
up, brother? How you doing, man? How you doing?
Yeah,
I've been in the White House before. It ain't that big of a deal.
We bulldozing over that.
These lost Democrats, the best president of my lifetime is in
There you
office.
go, man. I'm with you, brother.
Hate what this man has done and what this man is doing and what this man continues
Well,
to
let me
do
ask
for
you
the
one more
country and
question
for
real
Black
quick.
America, and you refuse to look at it.
Hey, bro. Hey, bro. Take it out your mouth, bro.
One question real quick, though. Biden was letting all these immigrants in. Our black unemployment rate was at the lowest. Now Trump is getting rid of all these illegal immigrants. Our black unemployment rate started to raise up. How does that?
Because what Joe Biden did when he came in, he increased the size of government by 33%, which means he gave a lot of people government jobs. People were getting jobs, they weren't even doing anything, and we were paying for that. Donald Trump came in, he's shrinking the size of government, and these people have a chance. A lot of them are getting, Sylvia, please don't interrupt me.
Why this one that's why
I need to finish what I'm saying, Sylvia. Every time I'm on a platform, all you do is interrupt. Let me finish what I'm saying. I'm talking to the host.
But a lot of these
Again, he laid these people off. These people now have a chance to get these private sector jobs. But a lot of these people have taken, what's it called? Not a surplus, but furlough. Yeah, they've taken a furlough, so they're taking time off. Now, people don't even realize that when Joe Biden left office, his last month in office, over 200,000 people, 200,000 black people lost their jobs. People don't even realize this, but he tried to blame it on Trump. He wasn't shrinking the size of government. These were private sector jobs that were lost during the Biden administration, his last month in office. Donald Trump is shrinking the size of government. We have 8 million jobs available in the private sector for these people to get. Now, I'm sure once their furlough is over with, I think they have a year or 6 months, they're going to go into the private sector and get those jobs. These 8 million jobs. It's not like there's any jobs out there. There's jobs out there for people to get.
We gotta let Mother get in. Remember,
so I would have believed that if most of those people would only
Where's your source, bro?
We gotta let Mother get in. Remember, she the
Go ahead, Mola.
Can you prove your number?
Do you think he made that up?
Okay, no, hold on. You only had sense when we were talking about tricking. Hold on a second.
So what's your question?
Can you prove
about the furloughs?
What you brought up?
What are you talking about, man? What are you talking about for me to prove? Specifically.
What you were just talking about.
Well, everybody knows when these government employees got laid off, they got furloughed. So they did. So they could work for a year or 6 months.
No, I'm not talking about the furloughs. I'm talking about the
Oh, it's a Google search, darling. How many? Just Google. Do your own. No. Do your own research.
Well,
All you have to do. My source is fuckastupidliberal.com. Do your own fucking research.com.
And then when you can't be,
So what that tells me is he doesn't have a credible source.
How many jobs are available in America? And it would be astounding.
Boom,
You got to
boom,
learn something today. Everybody Google it.
boom, boom. We can't.
Everybody Google it, and they come back and tell me what the answer
Hey,
is.
boom, boom. We can't trust that.
No. It's the truth.
Hold on. You ever write a research paper in school, in high school, when you
Right.
couldn't just say
You're not on the panel,
anything.
host.
Hold on, I'm talking. You couldn't write. You just couldn't write anything. You had to do your research, and then within that research, you had to cite your source. Google is not a source.
Right.
So what I'm asking you is, can you substantiate your claim with a viable
Right.
source?
So, according to the Bureau of Labor Statistics, we have 7.7 million job openings in America, sir. That's my source. Now look it up for yourself.
Wait.
Now you're stuttering.
What's the site?
Hey, man.
Evidence you don't believe shit anyway. There it is right there. From the Bureau of Labor Statistics, sir. 7.7 million
That's
jobs
Google.
are available.
That's Google. That's not a
It
.gov.
says
That's not a .gov. That's not a .gov.
You see what that says?
That's not a
The Bureau of Labor Statistics.
That's not a .gov site.
Sir,
I want to
it's
see
the
a
Bureau
.gov
of
site.
Labor Statistics.
Everything is fake.
Site.
What's the
You stuttering because I proved you
Don't let
wrong.
it play it, man. Don't let
You
it
brought
play
up
it.
you fuck with the wrong motherfucker to bring up
Don't
receipts,
worry
bro.
about him, man. He just
I'm the wrong motherfucker to bring up receipts, bro. I'm telling you. I'm gonna prove you wrong every fucking time. Now, any more receipts you need? Any more receipts
I
you
went
need?
to the website, so he is correct. It
He
says
is
I
correct.
know I'm correct. I don't
The
speak
number of
bullshit. I
have
never
to
seen
be
you before, bro.
lying. He was
I don't
never
speak
lying.
bullshit.
So let me read what it says.
So you fucked up.
It says the number, and this information was released on January the 7th. So, I don't know if things have changed. It says the number of job openings was little change. So that means it didn't change from whenever the last time it was reported. So it did not increase.
Yeah, it's been around 7 to 8 million, 8 million for the last few.
As I am
Give the man his
reading it,
props.
it says it has little change. So it ain't been no big damn increase in jobs.
We
Little
don't need.
change.
If we got 7 million, we got 8 million jobs available. Right.
The
What
U.S.
is semantics?
Bureau of Labor Statistics reported today. Over the month, hires were little changed, and total separations were unchanged. At 5 each. So we had 7.1 million, I guess, and then 5.1 million people got fired or separated from their jobs.
I think if I'm not mistaken, we got 7.5 million people that are unemployed. So we have more than enough job for everybody. Any more receipts you need, brother?
unemployment rate? And you said 7.5 million unemployed.
But those who have jobs, they don't have a livable wage.
Hold on.
That's motherfuckers that
Let's
don't
get
want to
in.
get a job like you.
No, Boom Chakalaka, I would like to ask.
You did say that Biden.
Go ahead, Swills.
Sorry, I don't doubt the amount of jobs that are open, but you did say that Biden increased the federal workforce by 33%.
Yes,
Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay, I have at the start of Biden's term, there were 2,137,213 employees in the federal government. At the end, there were 2,265,644. This is from the Fed, sir.
Right. I think
That's a 6% increase. That's a
Listen to me. He increased the size of government by 33%. It didn't just mean jobs. He increased the size of it when it comes to spending, when it comes to opening or creating new entities, and when it came to job create.
You have to define that a little bit more for me.
I don't know what you need. I said.
How can you say someone increased the size of government by 33? If you would let me finish the question, sir, that would be nice.
You just interrupted.
So all I'm saying is that you said.
No,
you said
a question and I answered it.
No, but you actually interrupted me first. But still, I'm just saying that you said that Biden increased the federal government by 33%. And you're defining that. Yeah.
He didn't say
sir.
size. He didn't even put
He said he. Yeah.
Can y'all let Will finish, please?
That's why.
Finish, please?
That's why I'm asking. I'm trying for you to. Could you tell me the exact metrics that you?
I just told you the metrics I was using, and I clearly said because I said
Go ahead. If you could list it so I could write them down.
Please let me finish, white liberal. Let me fucking finish. He increased the size of government by 33%. I did not say he increased the workforce in government by 33%. I know what I say because I'm repeating.
Can you give me the metrics on government?
You look it up yourself.
No, but
I do not. Don't go back and forth with him. I do not do research for liberals because
that was too easy, buddy. That was too easy. That was too easy.
I do not do research for liberals. I do not do research. I did this receipt because everybody.
I'll do the research. I'll do the research. Tell me what metrics to look up.
Can I please finish?
No, tell me what to look up, sir. I'd be happy to do the research.
Okay, let me wait, guys. So let me just make this clear. Boom, are you not willing to give her the metrics?
I just need to finish what I'm saying. I do not do research for liberals because even
okay, so you don't want to tell her where you got your information from.
Let me finish Let me finish one statement. I do not do research.
It's just like right. Could we not pivot?
I mean, we just want to know what to
everybody's interrupting.
Right? Could we not pivot?
I mean, can we? I mean, we just want to know what to refer to.
Everybody's interrupting me and muting me. I'm the only op up here, and I need to finish one fucking sentence. I mean,
she's just trying to see where you got your information.
I need to finish one sentence. Again, you guys are grown. You're capable. I promise.
It was
when I
did mute him. I did not mute him. I did not mute him. I promise.
Oh, come back, man.
Bro, like, but how? I just want to know, how do you present this so detailed information and then cannot state a?
I know.
I just wanted to know if I could look it up. Con, you know me. I'm not playing games. I just want to look it up. Tell me, are you going by cost? Are you going by budget? Are you going by employees? I just want to know what to look up. And he's telling me I don't want to do research. Sir, I have a computer in front of me. I'll look it up. I mean,
why didn't you look up that sentence that he said?
Sir, I did. And actually, this is my problem, Bob. I AI'd that sentence. I pay for advanced AI for my work. I AI'd that sentence. It said it was not accurate. So that's why I said, can you give me the metrics?
Did it give another number?
It said, no, the claim that Biden increased federal government by 33% is widely inaccurate. The growth was modest at most around 6 to 7% over total government. That's why I asked, are you looking at something other? Because I just said, did he grow the government? And then I said, did he grow federal employees? And that number was 6%. So I'm wondering if I need to be looking somewhere else to find this claim.
Well,
I've never heard that claim before, you know?
If he says that if both of them things that you looked at had the same number, one of them says, the government grew by X amount of employees. I guess that's how they're measuring the size of government, by the employees.
Yes, Bob. And I'm telling you that growth was 6%. And actually, Trump had a 3.7% growth. So it's normal for government to grow under president. So that's why I was saying, where are you? 33% is a large growth. That's why I was saying, where are you getting this?
Well, so far you're saying he's cut 3%.
Yes. So, but actually, that's better.
No, that was actually. Because you can only judge it by his first term. Yes. So, but that's too. So you can look at that and say, like, okay, that's comparable. So no, that's from. I'm sorry, I should have said that. That's from his
what are your
first term.
predictions for?
I don't think
not prediction. I mean,
yes.
You come out with you have some economic or political forecast.
No, not prediction. I'm just come out with you have some economic or political forecast that you thought about already, right? What's going to happen for the next 3 years?
I'm not really care. I don't really absolutely at what he's
Do
doing.
you think that the stock market will crash?
I'm not really care. I don't really care about the stock market because lower middle class people don't care about the stock market either. I care about groceries. I care about jobs. I care about education. I care about EPA regulations. I don't really care when people are like the stock market's doing great. I'm like, great for rich people. That doesn't mean anything for low middle class, higher middle class. I care about if people are eating, you know.
Because what happens, then people are investing their money hoping that they get a return and they're basing it on the future.
If they're not invested in the stocks, it means nothing to them. Like
exactly.
So do you understand how many people? Do you understand how many people are out here that are not invested? And the only reason you're invested probably is because of the job that you had.
That's correct. Why can't other people do the same?
All jobs don't get 401ks, Bob.
You can. Mine was an IRA. Everybody that can do that. Everyone in America.
Okay, but you didn't do it. You got it through
General Motors.
Can I bring up something Bob said earlier because it just crossed my mind when Miss Louise
everything Bob got, he got through his employer.
I know, but remember what he said, Miss Sylvia. Remember how he said it was so hard for Black people and how hard it was in the 70s and 80s when they were coming into the car industry.
Right,
and mother.
That's why we hold on. Federal government, because UAW.
Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Let Lovely finish up.
Yeah, they did.
Hold on, y'all. Let Lovely finish up.
Let me.
Y'all would be.
You know it. No, my point is not important. It's okay.
Talk together.
Let Lovely finish up.
Hey, y'all let that woman
tell lies.
Okay, so Bob made it very clear that Black people in the South, I'll add that, right? And then Mother came in and said there were a lot of Black people coming into the car industry, right? And so, Bob, do you think the reason that they aren't offering the current car industry what they offered you is because it's now a lot of Black people in those fields and in those plants? And I would love a genuine answer. Bob?
Because when I was working out there and talking to them white boys, they was saying
plants in general.
Yeah, that's my answer for you, because when I was working out there and talking to them white boys, they would say things like, "Their kid ain't gonna work here." So they
Miss Sylvia, respectfully, I would love for the white guy to answer that question.
Okay, well, they might not answer it truthfully, so I'm gonna tell you what some of them told me. Ask him, do any of his kids work there?
I love you, Sylvia.
Ask Bob, do any of his kids
Bob, is the reason that the plants aren't offering what they're offering is because it's more Black now.
You don't think so, Bob?
Than what it was when you were coming through the plant.
That's not true.
I'm not there now, so I'm not qualified.
Okay.
Maybe it is.
You don't
Maybe it
think
is.
so?
Maybe you're right. Maybe.
Black and brown because
I'm not
the
there
YT
now, so I'm
men
not qualified to
the
make that
YT
question.
men are retiring and their kids aren't going in.
That's true. My kids didn't
They're
go
not
in.
giving the money exactly, so they're not giving the money to the industry anymore.
So, no, what is happening is the union, which has always been white, because see, in UAW, you just can't volunteer to be in the union. You have to be elected in. So you got to go run around in the plant like you're a fucking politician, like you Trump, and get folks to vote for you. Like most jobs, when I was in CWA, all you had to do is say that you wanted to be a union steward, as long as you came to 12 union meetings. And then after you did them 12 union meetings and took your steward training, you was a steward. But not at UAW. That ain't how it works. So it's all political.
That's not.
All right, we got somebody new on the panel. Hey, Truth.
Hey, Truth.
Truth, would you like to weigh in?
This is my first time being on your live. Is that
Hey,
Truth.
What's up?
This is my first time being on your live. Is that conscious?
We just call him Con for short.
All right, Con. Thanks for having me, man. Appreciate you. I want to ask Bob just a few questions. He can answer them in the order he wants. Like when you getting your Doge check? When is that $2,000 tariff rebate check coming? When is Trump's health care plan actually going to be put into effect? When is the infrastructure? When is that Trump back thing? When is Mexico going to pay for the wall? When exactly is Donald Trump going to disperse that $500 million that he's gotten at Qatar bank account? So any of those questions you want to ask,
I can answer them all at one time. I can answer them all at one time.
When are those Epstein files coming out?
I can answer them all at one time. It doesn't matter. Like he said years ago, he said I could pew somebody on Fifth Avenue that still love me.
And you think that's a flex?
Yes.
Bro, that's a cult,
He
bro.
didn't say they would love me. He said I would get away with it. So let's be clear.
He said I wouldn't lose any followers. That's what he said.
Right. Well, there you go.
But you think that's a flex though to say that?
Yes.
Why?
Hey, Bob. He also said he loves the uneducated too.
Yes, that's me. I fall into that category. I'm a half a R card.
Basically saying that you could care less about.
What else you got? What else you got?
So you're basically saying that you could care less about him not following.
Absolutely. Oh, sorry.
Absolutely.
So you just voted for him for white supremacy?
We already got that, don't we? Don't we already got that?
No, I'm just saying. I want you to confirm it. You just voted.
I'm confirming it. Don't we already have that? Ain't nothing new for us.
No, you don't. You don't have that.
That's what he wants to hear, doesn't it? That's what he wants to hear.
I got it. So you voted for
I'm just saying you're
Donald
not
Trump.
supposed
I voted for him because he's trying to make life better for other people, like yourself. Like yourself.
How is that possible?
Because if he increases, we just heard this for the last half hour. He increases manufacturing, it's going to be back to the good old days when everybody was making
No, it's
money,
not,
especially
sir.
black folks.
Wait, hold on. What are the good old days? Classify that for me.
That's MAGA. That's MAGA.
No, what is it? When are the good old days?
Well, listen, I tell you the good old.
When has America been great for black and brown people?
I can tell you when it was really, really good for black people is when the host and myself were young and we were looking for jobs and we could go to any different factory and get a job.
First of all, you're like 30 years older than Charlie. Let's start there.
No way. We're very close in age.
Hey, Bob. Hey, Bob, listen. First of all, that manufacturing is not the same anymore. Like there's not assembly lines anymore. They have robotic machines.
I worked there 35 years. Now, come on, don't try to tell me how this industry is, bro.
So you think it's the same? You think industry is the same? You think manufacturing is the same as it was 35 years ago?
Still have some assembly line crews.
What I'm telling you is the first thing that Trump did. The first thing that happened when Trump got into office back in last January was he put some tariffs out, and the first thing General Motors did, he put tariffs on Canada and Mexico. Remember? And the first thing the UAW did, and General Motors and Chrysler, is they took orders that they had already assigned to Canada and Mexico and brought them into their domestic plant, and that gave the auto workers there overtime who were not getting overtime. Now, anybody can check that out. In fact,
so you're not understanding what I'm saying.
And Trump didn't put the tariffs on them. Remember, he went and took the tariffs off of the three big off of the auto plant.
So really though, I don't think you understand what I'm saying. I really don't think you understand. Let me break it down for you.
Speak slower because I'm white.
Okay. So here's what I'm saying. These companies that are coming in or that claim to come in or that we're trying to get to come in, it's not going to be the same as the plants that were, effective in the 70s and the 80s and even the 90s.
Agree. 100% agree.
So what they are, and I know Miss Sylvia, the plants that are already there are probably a little slower to adapt, but the new plants, they're probably 90% robotic because only thing they need for now. That's the only thing they need. Let me finish, and then you can.
You ain't talking about a car manufacturing plant. Those are not the only plants.
And they have a machine. They have a machine. It's called the KUKA machine. You can look it up. It's robotic and it is precise an infinitesimal decibel of how accurate it can be in doing painting and any kind of manual labor. This machine can do it. And people and guess what?
Auto manufacturing. Nobody
Right, I get that, but nobody is making
little tiny robots to be on the line.
But nobody is making plants to have people. They want everything robotic because robots they care.
Right, so
they don't have to have lunch.
Bringing manufacturing back over here.
That is my point.
The reason we got rid of manufacturing because it spoils. Now you all going to take the rich people, white folks, and you all going to take your land and build these plants in your communities, or are you going to come to the poor areas of black people and try to steal their land like you always do, and then put the factories up?
General Motors don't steal no land.
Nobody wants you do steal it because it's called eminent don't fucking make.
No, you want to buy some land cheap.
In Kansas City, they stole black people's land and put a fucking highway.
Well, these black people must be real smart.
The black community, when they could have took their ass and put that same fucking highway right through the middle of the fucking white community, but they didn't do that.
She's right.
Hold on.
Bob, if you look at historically,
When they call urban redevelopment.
They ran the black community.
General Motors was owned by black people.
Black people didn't own a lot of land.
Every lake you swim in is man-made.
Back generations ago, black people
Okay,
didn't
guys,
own
hold
a lot
on.
of land.
We got somebody new on the panel. Powerful.
We got one out there. You go swimming, and they say you come up missing. You want to go see if that's true?
Thank you for allowing me to come up. Very interesting conversation. Very interesting conversation. I just want to say, it's amazing to me how you can have a Democratic ran government for 12 years. And it's first.
Let him finish, Miss Sylvia. Let him finish.
Trump's here 1 year now. And y'all expect everything that's been messed up for 12 years to automatically right now be fixed. If it took 12 years to tear this up, it's probably going to take almost that long, if not more, to get it back in order.
Hold on, Miss Silver. Because I want to hear.
Okay.
That please, let's do it.
But Trump was the president before, so that means
just a minute now.
Because I want to hear.
Just a minute. Now we all know. I went to school for politics. Everybody knows that politicians are crooked. All right. You got to be making promises you don't have the power within your own individual self to keep in order to get elected. So
I got a question, Powerful.
Most of them are telling you a whole bunch of garbage just to get in office because they don't really have the power to do nothing. You need a collective group of people, the majority, to vote in a whole lot of things and get things done. Okay?
But that's silly. That's silly because Barack Obama got health care passed. What happened to Donald Trump having fixed it? Who are you talking to?
I'm talking to you. I'm speaking.
Okay, so land your plane. You've been speaking for 15 minutes and you bring it nonsense.
Come on, man. I can land it if you be quiet.
Go ahead then. Be quiet.
Okay,
go ahead,
thank you.
finish it.
If I get back on point, you don't, knock me off what I'm trying to say. All right, this is adult conversation. Let's not act like a juvenile. So my point is simply this: government is really for government. Okay. And if you depend on the government, you're a damn fool, okay? Because you're never going to be stable in your life because government is not stable. You get one guy in there for 4 years, he's going to go one direction. The next guy is going to come and do something different. It's a constant roller coaster. So depending on them for your finance or anything else, you a damn fool,
Keep the house that you got until you see things.
Just because you get a raise does not mean go out and buy a brand new car. Keep the house that you got until you see things stabilize. Then you go get something else. But we want to run. We want to get an advancement in our funds, and we want to run and spend it all right now on something. And then when it collapses, now we got to give it all back up. All right. Depend and trust on yourself and your ability to use your right mind, your adult comprehension, and be able to minimize how you spend and work with what you got, and don't feel like you need all the
Okay, hold on, brother.
in order
Let me
for
ask
you
you
to
a
be
question.
somebody of purpose. Okay, it's really that simple. Because the government.
How long?
Okay, hold on, bro. Let me ask you a question real quick. Powerful.
Bush,
Clinton,
and
the Democrats,
the Democrats that was
helping
helping,
but like in my lifetime,
getting the
between
mess,
Reagan, Bush, Clinton, it was the Democrats that was helping.
Just in my life,
and getting the mess, cleaning up the mess that the Republicans made. Right?
I'm just saying, just in my lifetime.
That's according to the according to the Joint Economic Committee. You're absolutely right, Con.
But I'm just saying, just in my lifetime.
Okay, let me respond back to it. That's absolutely correct, and that's what I'm saying. And now the Republicans is going to come in. They're going to do something totally different. Somebody's going to benefit. Somebody's not. That's the way the government is set up. It's never going to be consistently stable for nobody. It's always going to be off and on. Why don't we just have a government that says the people? Why is it a Democrat and a Republican and an independent? All of that is designed for automatic division and conflict. Okay? And why we
Okay, so you talk about, so your initial statement was the Democrats have not done anything for us the past 12 years, right? And so I would like to ask you, what have the Republicans done for the average working American the past 12 years?
Let's just review though.
Well, number one, they wasn't in power to do shit. You got to have a house. All right.
So let's just review though. Let's review.
In order to get bills passed, you got to have a House and a Senate that is in your favor.
It was Donald Trump's first term within the last 12 years.
Just a minute.
You've had several minutes, so I'm gonna ask other people on the panel.
Yeah, please, because what he said.
Wasn't Donald Trump's first term within the last 12 years?
Because I see you got a bunch of people.
You don't have to announce your departure.
Yeah, like you ain't doing us no favors, bro.
Like he talked for a long ass time.
He did give you the floor.
That was huge. That was a long time.
And
oh, sorry. Go ahead.
I just want to point out what he said. First of all, Barack Obama did the Affordable Care Act that put, matter of fact, 13 million people of color that did not have health care got health care because it doesn't matter at what cost, because you're not talking about, you're talking about trying to have a healthy country, and every other major country around the world, they all have universal health care. Barack Obama tried to do it. Donald Trump said he was going to do it. 9 years, he still hasn't come up with a plan. Stop it. So during Joe Biden's administration, we got the Infrastructure Act, we got the CHIPS Act, we got the PACT Act, we had now, but there was actually legislation being passed that was actually helping people. So to say the Democrats didn't do anything is nonsense. And then he brought up the thing about the not having Congress and the Senate. Well, Joe Biden only had Congress and the Senate for 2 years, the same as Donald Trump had it for 2 years. And Donald Trump only got one bill passed, and that was the tax breaks. He didn't do what he said he was going to say. I build things. I'm going to fix infrastructure. He never did it. It was infrastructure week. It was going to be infrastructure week in 2 weeks for 4 years. He never did anything about healthcare. Still doesn't have a plan for healthcare. His healthcare plan is 2 pages. No, that's not even a.
Has Trump paid for the first tax cuts that he gave during his first presidency?
No, he has not. He said he was a man of peace. He won a Nobel Peace Prize. Now he's bombing everybody left and right.
He's going to get that prize.
For what? You don't get a prize like that.
He's already got
blowing boats out of the water for
one more Magda. One more Magda. You know why she gave up? You know why she gave up? He was saying,
the Nobel
Peace Prize. You can't twist it. You can't twist it. You can't twist it. Give him that prize all she want to. He still ain't got. Ain't changing nothing.
Do you know what Rob is admitting to?
Wait a minute.
You know what Rob is admitting to?
50 people talking at once.
She tried to give a prize open. She would put her in charge of administration.
Why did she want him to have it?
Do you know what Rob is admitting?
She thought he would put her in charge of Venezuela because that's the lie he was telling us before he went over there and captured the man.
No, that is
she
not
was
true.
the president. That is the lie.
The Nobel Peace Prize
guys is just
everything is a lie and a conspiracy to you.
Okay, you hold on. You two guys
Well,
are
we
not
got
letting people
new
hear.
channels.
Hello?
It's obvious you don't watch the news and watch Trump when he's on TV.
You guys are not the only two people here. Hello?
You just came up here, so just wait your turn and then
We'll get D 1
Yeah, but what's the
minute.
point of being here if you keep talking? What's the point of being here if you keep talking? I'm confused.
Go ahead, D. We go give D 1 minute. It's 9:16. You got the 9:17. Welcome to the show.
He can have 3. Damn it, he act like he got a whole lot to say.
No, you keep it to yourself, ma'am. I don't even want to be here. You talk too much. Jesus Christ, give somebody else a chance. What's the point of coming here if you're going to keep talking?
Bro,
I don't
just
got nothing
speak,
to
bro.
say. She is a turn off.
Somebody that say they don't want to be here. Why are they on the
Hey, bro, you a grown ass man. If you, oh my God,
That was a Trump.
He made some good points.
Hold on,
You can
Bob.
tell
Let's
Trump
get
supporters.
in. We got to be nice to Bob too. He's the only one.
Can I say one thing
They got
about
that
Bob?
home training. They got that home training.
Let's get in.
Hey, Bob, I did want to tell you though.
He's the only one who's standing up. Bob. We appreciate you, Bob.
Bob, I'm not being mean. I hope
I can leave if
Bob
you
thinks
want.
we've
I
had a
can
good
leave,
conversation.
man.
I
You
don't
let me
like to.
know.
I rarely get mean, but anyway, I did want to tell you. I do have to drop in a minute. But I did want to tell you, Sylvia Lovely. Everybody was absolutely right. In 1956, the Federal Highway Aid Act went into effect. That was taking at that time, civil rights was actually booming, and so, but white people were still in charge of the highways and still in positions to make those decisions. So they're absolutely right. I work in civil engineering, Bob. It still affects Black communities today. In fact, not only did they take ownership, and you're right, it is eminent domain. They can take it. They do get compensated for it, but it's very much less than you would get if you were to sell your home. So Black people were absolutely robbed of their property. They weren't given any choice. Neighborhoods were completely destroyed. And I'll say today, Bob, even today, we're doing equity studies with the infrastructure money, even though Trump actually took a lot of that away. He aimed it at Black people. He took that funding away. But I will say we do equity studies even to this day that prove those neighborhoods still flood. There are like neighborhoods that flood so bad for these highways because they didn't do proper drainage on them. And they can't even like use their roads when it rains. I mean, total like areas, neighborhoods of, urban areas. So it's actually still affecting them today. It's a really big deal. And Biden put up billions of dollars in its infrastructure bill to try to fix it. And Trump is actually taking that funding away. So just wanted to mention that to Bob.
If 10 million people a year benefit at a cost of 200,
if I'm not mistaken, it was around 700 homes and around a couple hundred businesses as well.
Right.
If
If
I'm
you
not
look at
mistaken.
Greenville, if you look at the I-65 that runs through Greenville,
I-65,
Alabama,
yep.
on that I-65 that runs through Greenville, Alabama, right? If you look up just the cause of unalivings on that road due to excessive flooding, they did not start repairing that part of I-65. They received that money under Joe Biden for years. It's so many accidents coming through I-65 in Greenville, Alabama. I mean, it was one accident. It went, it made national news. It was like a group of group home little girls on a bus. They unalived there because it's at that part of I-65. It kind of goes down because I've driven up and down that part of 65, and whenever it would rain really bad, I would purposely stop at this little strip stop before that part of 65 because of how dangerous it would be and the flooding when it rained really, really hard. And that stretch right there has cost so many lives. Just that one stretch. And under Joe Biden, they started fixing it.
Yep. It's called the Reconnecting Communities Grant. You can Google that, Bob, if you want. That he is defunding the grant program funding that was started to correct those things. Every single major city in the United States has a highway built through an urban community. I can give you a list if you want to look at it.
That's the perfect place to put them.
Oh my gosh. Okay, well, thanks for having me, everybody. Appreciate you. Have a good night.
Let me follow you before you rolled out. I followed you. Yeah, Bob, that
Hey,
would
thanks,
sound
Swells.
like something you would
See you in
say.
the morning, Swells.
See you there.
Sounds just like some swells. Not swells, but Bob, let me ask you a question. Do you know what the red line is?
Yeah.
What is it?
Just answer your next question. You don't have to give me your next question.
No, I know if
Just
you know
tell
what the
me your
red
next
line is.
question.
No, because if you're
Tell
not
me
going
your
to tell
next
me,
question,
I
because
don't have the next question.
if I say,
Say
let me
what
tell
it
you,
is.
here's what it
Say
is.
what it
If
is.
you go down to the if you go down to the packing sack down the street from where I'm at, they got these little laser flashlights who put out a red line. You can put her up on the wall and
That
aim.
would be a red line.
Okay, but that ain't what I mean.
You going? That ain't what you're talking
What
about,
I mean
is it?
by the red line is
That's what I thought you were
just
talking
like
about.
something that a lot
would
of
be a
people
red
don't know.
laser.
Just like the popo got a blue line, firemen have had a red line too. Sometimes everybody didn't get rescued.
You're cherry picking. We got to make
I'm not
rules
cherry
for
picking.
everybody.
I wanted to know if you knew that, because see, when they went
I
in
didn't
there,
know that. I told you. I thought it was the laser.
oh, okay, yeah, a lot of us got left in buildings to be barbecue because of that red line.
Well, the fire department's the only
And then the
organization
fire department
that
back in
risked
them
their
days
lives
was
to
just,
save your couch.
no, they didn't risk their lives to save us, because back then it was Irishmen and all of that on the fire department. And we didn't get, black folks really didn't start getting on being able to
It
get
doesn't matter when they get about my age. They got
until the 80s. And in Chicago, they didn't get on the fire department until the fire department went on strike. And then they didn't have nobody to put no fires out, so they took stabs. And that's how the black folks got on. And then they put a contract in that they could never strike again.
Well, if you were white, you ain't gonna want to give up no good time.
But I was just wondering, well, I mean, I just wanted
I'm finna drop off.
Forget about that kumbaya stuff.
but they still
All right,
got a
y'all have a
red
good night.
line out here.
Have a good night. Do you believe in systemic racism?
Yes.
And what do you think that is?
I tell you what it is owning all the positions, like on a commission or a council, a city council, or a county commission, and using their race for this benefits race. So if you do that benefits one race at the expense of all the other races, because everybody has to pay tax.
Extremely poorly worded.
You know what? That is actually
He's kind of close, though. He's kind of
fairly
close to
good
it.
description, but extremely poorly worded.
And what,
I hope you understood it.
He's going in the ballpark.
which systems are affected? Bob, hold on.
Yeah, he's kind of in the ballpark, but he ain't really rounding the bases, but he in the ballpark.
Bob, and what,
It's way better than I expected.
Bob, in what industries,
All right, I'll give you that.
what industries and what systems are affected by systemic racism?
Well, a lot of industries, service industry, manufacturing industry,
Can black men get their
UAW?
UAW.
So let
What
me
else?
ask this. Could black men get their jobs back easier when they got fired?
It depends on who their shop steward was, what kind of relationship they had with management.
But what other fields, what other things are affected?
Service industry is probably the largest employer of African Americans today.
But answer my question, Bob.
Well, I don't know.
What all systems are affected by systemic racism?
What's that?
What systems? Name the systems that are affected
just
by
the service
systemic
industry.
racism.
It's not politics.
I just said anybody in the
It's not
service industry.
financial.
So is that the only?
Service industry. It's not politics.
Well,
It's not financial.
It's not housing.
Politics is.
It's not
I can tell you,
judicial.
politics has had a huge shift, and it really hurts, because the argument is, for all these years you cried that you never had a seat at the table. Now you own a table, and your people are doing worse.
But hold on, Bob. Hold on, Bob. So does
The
it
government
affect
trough,
the
the government
hold on,
grants,
hey,
the government employment program. Just like Joe Biden when he had it.
What government employment program?
People only know how unintelligent you are when you speak.
I don't really care how intelligent you think I am.
So
If if I saw you in person, I might not think you're very bad.
That's okay.
I could look at you and go, I can
tell
tell
she's
she
a
thought
smart
God,
ass. So you have to
kids
be
make
just
fun of
the
her.
way she looks. You can tell
You can't tell
Yeah.
intelligence by the way a
Hey,
person
you can
looks.
tell a
You might
waterhead.
tell
You
it
can
by the
tell
shape of
doing
their
good,
head and
Bob.
their forehead.
You can tell a waterhead. You
That's
can
fine.
tell
I
if the
am.
mother
I'm a
drank.
water.
Bob,
You can tell if the mother
You
drank.
sound like you sound like you're an actual waterhead. But okay, let's
Well, I'm saying sometimes you
keep
got to
going.
keep it real.
Okay, so question. Does it affect the healthcare industry?
Healthcare.
Loans,
Yes.
Does it affect housing?
like getting loans.
I don't know. I don't know about that. Oh, what do you mean? Tell me about benefit housing.
Like getting loans.
I mean, you're 1,000% right. Oh yeah, the banks. I tell you what, you are absolutely right. Let me tell you why. Yeah, I mean, you are 1,000% right in where you're going because, and what bothers me is there's whole zip codes in cities across America that are not going to get a loan. They're not going to get insurance. So they're going to be doing any kind of development if they wanted to live in that spot or they live there. It's systematic. They get there's a bank desert and a grocery store desert. So and that's not right because people have to travel farther to eat the same thing that systematic. And here's what I don't like, and the argument is you're everybody. You own all the positions now. You are the majority on any legislation. Why aren't things getting better?
Who's the majority on
in any Democratic city, like you could say Atlanta, you could say Baltimore, you could say Detroit, you could say St. Louis. How many more cities do you want? You want bigger ones or little
Only
ones?
name the ones that are with the Democratic mayor.
Correct. That's what I'm saying.
If you name
Exactly.
Democratic cities with a Republican governor, that's why they fail.
Most of the time, Republican governor needs black
I'm in
votes
Georgia,
to
Bob.
become the governor.
Bob, I'm in
but
Georgia.
they don't pass down the money to the Democratic.
Wait a minute.
The Democrats are the only
Bob, I'm in Georgia. Kim didn't need the black vote to get elected.
Bob, let me tell you why they don't need the black vote. Want me to tell you why? Because they're gerrymandered to shreds, Bob. That's why they really don't look at the black vote.
Well, it depends on the state.
Look at,
They're making congressional districts for minorities.
This is the thing, right?
Yeah.
No, they're not, sir.
Yes,
This is the
they
thing.
are.
You have no. Look up the number. I think. Bob, this is the thing. I think look up the number of who does the most gerrymandering, and it's not the Democrats. I don't have it in front of me, but no, they don't, sir. And let's talk about it. Which are the worst states in the union, Bob, and who leads them?
Who leads the states? California.
No.
The worst states in the union.
Be more specific, lovely. Be more specific.
I'll just make the statement. Red economies are consistently the worst. In states are the worst for education, health
Did
care,
anybody hear that?
and their economies are consistently the worst in pay.
Yes, the bottom 10 states in education and economically are all red states.
I could believe that.
Yeah, it's true. Good. I'm glad you do. Because it's true.
Listen, the reason that is because they are too poor to pay for their social program.
So why are they too poor to pay for it?
Why are they poor?
No industry. There's no industry. No education.
No. It's mismanagement of money by Republicans.
Exactly, because the United States government.
When was the last time Republicans were in charge of the government?
There's no way that you can learn anything because you won't be quiet long enough to hear what anybody else has to say.
Anything. I already know
exactly. You think you know more than you do, and that's
I'm serious. As a matter of fact, I'm starting to overload.
Yeah,
I'm gonna see if I can download.
I got it. So
let me tell you.
I'm gonna have to buy some more.
Go ahead, Drew.
No, I was just
in a union on a national level, so he was hanging out with all of them. These people up here that we're talking about. He already told y'all he was a lobbyist, so he was in the White House.
This woman speaks
the truth. He was the one lobbying for you to stay broke.
What's that? Just like the
I said
Democrats.
you were the one lobbying for black folks to stay broke and busted.
No, I was lobbying for black folks to do. I believe in that. I believe, just like the
y'all don't want
Democrats
to give us
believe,
no
that a
votes.
rising tide floats all boats. No matter where you're sitting when that damn storm starts.
You know what my dad says?
We all win.
Bob, you want to know what my dad says about white men in the South? He's a black man from the South. He says, well, white men in the South don't realize that in order for them to live like Republicans, they need to vote Democratic.
Yeah, now, Steve.
What happened is, well, what's happening now is the part in
1990. You called it in, you caught it in.
What happened is, 1996, Bill Clinton sold out working people.
But guess what? Also, but this is the thing. He's right. Let me tell you what Bill Clinton did, Bob. Bill Clinton made the 1% pay their fair share, and when he left, he balanced the budget, and they had a surplus. And guess who ruined that? And guess who ruined that surplus? That Republican that came after him.
Listen, I'm not going to lie on the man. I'm not going to lie to him, man. He did have some good accomplishments. I'm rooting for him. I'm the American that he's working for. I want him to do good. But what I'm saying is he sold us out. And that was the start of the Democratic Party going off to where they're at today.
What?
So making the 1% pay their fair share and creating a surplus.
They open it up because the Republicans said to the working class.
Shift to China. We was tired of them factories in our neighborhood poisoning our water.
You probably was smoking a lot of weed back then too.
We're glad that shit went over to China and it can stay the fuck.
No, we're not glad of that because black people are the ones who are benefiting.
Your neighborhood. Make sure you put it in your neighborhood. I hope that battery plant.
Listen, let me just tell you, you were talking about
in the white neighborhood.
Con made a mention of black getting loans. When you got a factory job, you can get a loan. They knew you worked at General Motors.
But guess what? They'll give you that loan. But guess what they're going to do? They're going to give that black person a higher interest rate than they would give you.
They gave Bob 5% and gave you 15%.
Right. So that's the thing. They will give that black worker a loan, but their interest rate will be significantly higher than yours would, Bob. And then why Navy, Federal, and who else just got sued because they found that they were giving black people higher interest rates?
That's with every bank, Bob. So until we get our own banks.
Well, hey, I'm with you. The banks are there's not banks. There ain't any banks in lower income neighborhoods. If you wanted to bank and be in the system and have credit cards and a debit card.
That's why black people need to get their own bank and stop putting
money. That would be good.
So, Bob, I'm confused as to how you know the realities of systemic racism. But in the same breath,
I lived it from watching it. I lived it and watched it.
You have to let me finish so you can see where I'm going. Okay, thank you. So, you know the realities of systemic racism, and yet, in the same breath, you turn around and you blame those same BLK neighborhoods and people for the downfall. You said, yes, because they don't get loans. But you can get a loan if you work for General Motors, even though your interest is going to be higher. But they can get them. So you realize that you're going against everything you're saying. Like you're saying something and then in the next breath.
Reality. I'm talking in reality.
So you don't agree with yourself, is what you're saying.
No, I agree with myself. Everything I say, I agree with.
See, the thing is, he knows the system benefits him. He knows the system benefits him. That's why he's not against the system.
I'm not. It does benefit
it's
me.
Not even
I'm not
going
to do anything against
system.
me.
It's that he's saying these things in the
and
same
they both
sentence.
can be right.
You're saying the car is red.
And they both can be right.
They can't. If you're saying the same, you're
Oh my
saying the
God,
car is
Bob, come
red,
on, man.
but the car is not
Come
red.
on.
That can't be right.
Depends on what your definition of red is.
Oh my God,
Oh,
Bob, come on.
shut up, Bob. Now,
Come
Bob,
on.
you
That's
need to put
fine.
that yak down.
You said in the beginning that you were sped, and I believed you.
I am.
You said that most of your accomplishments came from you being a YT man, and I believe you. But I still think that you are a
Lovely
really
No, I
good
didn't
trick.
say that
You
either.
like to
I
be
think that
lovely
you're a
too.
really good trick, and I hope someone of color gets all your money.
Well,
It does
listen, listen.
I will
Let
say,
me
Bob,
tell
you
you,
have,
she should be better
you
than
always
all the
got a
rest.
comeback, man. I
So
can't knock you
maybe
for
she
that.
earned it.
I say you and he
I will say, Bob,
a man like Bob would
you
never share
always
his
got a
wealth with a
comeback.
black
I can't
woman.
knock you for that.
What?
Yes, he
I
will.
say you and he wouldn't. No, not
He'll
Bob
believe
publicly.
sounds
it.
like a man
You
who'll
be
throw a
slipping.
hood
It'd
on.
be cool, and then you flip it out.
I don't
Yes, he
have to.
would.
I made all my money off the black
That's
dollar.
who it is.
God,
That's who it
you be
is.
slipping. It'd be cool, and then you just. But it seems like you love the
I'm
black
telling the
culture a lot.
truth,
It seems like
100%.
you
Because
He's
that's who
YT.
he
you want.
is. That's
He's
who he
YT. I
is.
I'm
love
a
to
rent
hear
man.
it.
I'm a rent man.
But it seems like you love the
Look,
black culture a lot. Bro. It seems like you love us.
I
want
lived
me to
it.
tell
I
you,
lived it. It's been my life, my
Tricks,
whole life.
Bob tricks off on that black woman, and while she in the bedroom, she has to spend the entire time
No.
convincing him that
I can't mix
he has
business
something
and
that's
pleasure.
equivalent
I don't
to
think.
BBC.
I don't think that it was the BLK women. I think
It was their
that was the
money.
brown women that
Let
were.
me look at
They have a
Bob.
lot of brown women.
They got the brown women that are on the cleanup crew. You look a little brown in your photos too. You should go check on your
I've heard that
grandpa.
a lot.
Look at Bob.
You should go check on your
I look
grandfather.
at it a lot.
So
I look like that guy in that crime show. What the heck is this? Ice
yeah,
T.
you look like your mama didn't know who your daddy was.
You know, when you get dark skin, that could be a little problem.
Listen, that's just something that should be proud of because I had my 20
You look like that one dude.
and I am so white. I'm 99.7%, and the other ones didn't even know. 99 said I was so proud of that. I showed.
Bob, if your skin is turning brown, go get your liver checked, friend. I just want to
Well,
make sure.
why? I ain't worried about it. If I go, I go.
That's a clear sign of a liver problem in a
Listen,
white.
I've had 70 good years. Everything I'm doing after this is padding on. I'm living like stupid good life.
You was a lobbyist, though, Bob.
Good, I'm glad.
You gained that.
So
Like
you should know it. You could do it too. I wasn't the only one in the factory could do well.
You was a lobbyist, though, Bob. You negate that, man. Like you act like you just worked a regular factory job. You were a lobbyist, man. You was cushed up to all them pre-deals, meals, flights you probably got with the kickback. Come on, buddy. Yes, man.
No comment.
Yeah.
Oh, so Bob was a paper pusher.
Yes, man.
Well, he started out on the line, but and then went to school and worked his way up, and then once you get in the union, see, that's a cherry coated picking job. Everybody in the factory trying to get a union job.
I didn't get elected by the people in the plant. I got elected by the presidents of like her local where she was at. He would get the vote for me, the job that I did. So the international had to, and they would write the rules like you guys can vote, but we're really the ones that.
Oh my God! Just fucking like Goodfellas.
Oh, I hate it's exactly like.
Union ain't nothing but a corporation.
It is exactly like.
And it is no different than the company that you work for. A union
It's exactly like.
A union is trying to make.
You want to hear a good story?
No.
Unions are about money.
You've been telling stories all night.
They're about the money, and every employee in there to a union is a check. Because every employee in there, depending on the state, is paying in that union. Like in my state, you're gonna pay union dues whether you join the union or not. Because if you work a union job, they automatically gonna take union dues out of your check. So you might as well join the union because you're gonna pay.
You not just want to say, you know what, man? I'm gonna try and change the system, or you just saw the system was just so worked your way up,
the
and you saw
machine
how
was
corrupt
too
it was.
well.
Did
for
you
to,
not
you
just
know
want to
what
say,
I'm
you
saying?
know what, man, I'm gonna try and change the system, or you just saw the system was just so the machine was too well for you to, you know what I'm saying? Like
He
I
didn't
would,
care.
you know what I thought?
He don't care.
I would thought that the second I did that, the number of people would call me the stupidest son of a bitch on earth would increase by tenfold, because they'd say you had it cush. Because I seen the UAW, and you didn't ask the lady. I seen them dissolve whole unions. They made people like disappear in the union hierarchy.
Was floating around that area at the time.
Well, you can do the math. Is you get 2 hours of your pay every month goes to the union, and most people would give political action. You know what I mean? Separate amount, probably close to 1 hour of their pay, maybe a little less. So you have, you know what I mean? Because the management made it that some people would say, I don't want my union dues being used for political purposes. So you had to get money from,
it was the people at the top,
the individual, in addition to their union dues.
Their interest.
A bunch of men voted against themselves.
It was the people at the top who was convincing the people at the bottom to vote against their
Listen,
interest.
let me tell you what. We were very.
You can convince the lowest white man he's better than the bad black man.
If Barack Obama was here right now,
if you can give him an enemy, he'll empty his pockets for you.
If Barack Obama was here right now on this panel, he would tell you that one of his very, very, very close friends and advisors was a UAW president that went to prison. He knows that was Barack's closest.
He should have when his ass was stealing the goddamn money.
He knows that was Barack's closest friend. We helped him go from state senator in Chicago, because that's where the UAW guy was, up to U.S. senator to president in a jump. We had power. Well, we maybe still do, but when I was there, and way before me was even more power. I was just on the tail end of the power. The real power was before me.
So Bob.
I knew I should have gotten a politics.
The real power is before me.
So Bob, I have a question for you.
Go ahead.
Areas of welfare in this country.
People like me.
Okay, so they're stopping a lot of it, right?
She white?
And I rent to a welfare mother. Her money is green too.
Just answer this question.
No whites. I have no whites. 100% black. I've had some whites, and they tried to screw me worse than any black I ever had.
You probably overcharging them for that damn
No, I believe black people are like any people. If you treat them good, give them nice
How much
stuff.
you charging them on the rent? You probably overcharging.
Tell me what you're looking at.
That's why you ain't renting white folks, because you don't want to overcharge.
White people don't want to live in black neighborhoods.
You okay with overcharging black folks?
I tell the mayor I'm the only one.
How many properties you got, Bob?
I'm the only one. People like me are the only ones investing. These houses would be empty.
What are you charging for a 3-bedroom house?
For rent. How many baths?
Let's say 2.
Give us the lowest and then give us the
Whatever
highest.
you own, your house.
I have different neighborhoods like Monopoly.
Okay, so you
Give
pick
us the
whatever
lowest and then give us the highest. How about that? For 4 bedrooms or 3 bedrooms,
$650 and $1,200.
$650 a month. Oh, for a 4 bedroom.
Oh no! You said my lowest. That was the 3-1.
Oh, so the neighborhood going down.
Yeah, that's not a neighborhood. A lot of people wouldn't live in the neighborhood.
What state is that in?
Neighborhood's going down. Neighborhood's been down even when it was white.
What state is that in? I'm asking.
Louisiana.
I thought that's why I was like Nevada $650.
So
Yeah, Louisiana is real cheap.
Poor South.
Okay, I thought that's why I was like Nevada $650.
No, I got the second house in Nevada because I had the black house in Louisiana.
Okay, so that's another thing.
I had rent houses, made money enough to have a house in
You admit
Las Vegas too.
that the bad neighborhoods start off watty.
They started out what?
White tea.
Right.
No, absolutely.
Okay. So whenever the money stops trickling in,
There was no money trickling.
when the money stops trickling in from government for the welfare, you know, the white tea benefits the most. What do you think is going to happen to your culture?
I can't say that I was the one who was.
Or to your race?
I don't know. I don't blame it on anybody. It's
No, I'm just asking. What do you?
I can't say that I was the one who made the conscious decision to buy a house in a neighborhood that I knew wasn't going to ever increase. It was going to be a damn house probably get worse. The older these houses get, and people still are going to have less money to put in, they're going to fall apart on them. The houses are always something you got to put money in. And these people ain't got money, so you're the one saying, I'm going to put money in this neighborhood because I know I'm going to lose money. No, you know that if you fix the house up, people will live there because everybody wants to live in half a nice house.
But that's understandable. But what I'm saying is, historically, money has always been given to the white tea population.
Well, they were in charge.
Hold on. So I'm just asking this little question. Nothing big. I'm sorry. I just have a quick little question. So they're overwhelmingly given money time and time again, handouts after handouts after handouts. What do you think, now that all these social programs are stopping, all these benefits are drying up because money is being taken from them, what do you think is going to happen to that community?
Well, here's what happened. The white people that were there originally who built the houses said to the politicians, listen, we're going to give you our
community, I mean white people. I'm not talking about the houses. I'm talking about
they were white people houses. They built them or moved into them.
Told their politicians,
and there wasn't any blacks in the neighborhood. It was just white people.
Can you try and talk?
So they told their politicians, listen, be nice if we had this there, that there. Can you try and talk to some businesses? See if we could get a movie theater or a drive-in or how about a McDonald's? We get some stuff here so my people feel good. Well, then when the neighborhood started changing, white people moved out and their kids didn't want to stay. That's when I stepped in. But I said, man, these are deals like crazy. These white people running away, giving these houses. So I said, I'll take them.
Yes.
I ain't afraid. I come from Baltimore. This is white flight. I'm going to take advantage of it.
Yes, and I understand that, and I understand that.
There's still deals there.
But my question is because even at the top, white people are overwhelming.
I don't know one white person in my whole
life. I don't know about that.
I know about that.
I don't know one white person in my whole. Maybe my whole life I could rack my brain, but I don't know anybody who's on no government assistance like welfare, food stamp.
He don't know any white people in Louisiana. Maybe that's it.
You don't know.
I know more black people, and I've done more.
So you don't know.
You don't know. Maybe that's it. Are you sure?
I know more black people, and I've done more for black people than anybody on this planet.
Oh, I promise.
Are you sure?
I promise you don't know.
Let me tell you what happens. When you're the rent man, let me tell you. When you're the rent man, who do they come to when somebody dies? The person who's got the job and got the money. They can pay the rent for the house, and you got to pay. That falls on their shoulders. And if you ain't got the money, it falls on the rent man. What are you going to do? Get mad at somebody because somebody died in their family? You got to be understanding there. You got to be real.
Bob, they don't affect you because the houses that you in, Bob, they're paid off. You don't owe a mortgage on any of those houses.
What do you mean? Wait a minute.
You don't. Those are all your rental properties paid off?
Yeah.
So guess what? It's not costing you a goddamn thing to let them stay there a month for free.
Well, who's got to pay the taxes on them?
Low as hell. You pay the taxes once a year at the end of the year, and in Louisiana, state property tax is low as hell.
What's your definition of low as hell?
Bob, how much you paying property taxes for one property?
Probably 1,200 total.
I told you I'd make it
Cheap as hell. There you go.
But if you think about what I said I was making, I told you I was making 600. So you can do the math.
You're making 600 a month.
So that makes 600. That's my gross.
Right.
So you doing good. 2 months you done paid.
So you doing great.
Right? How about my insurance is 3, right?
Home, I do rentals.
Right.
So you doing great.
That's a lot of money.
I'm a home. I do rentals.
Wait a minute. Whoa.
Hold on, Bob. I'm trying to help your ass. You ain't got but 12 months in a year. So if 2 of them is going to the property taxes, that leaves 10. And let's say homeowners insurance, if you're rental property, that can be pretty expensive because you're renting. So we'll say that's going to be 3 months right there. So 3 from 10 leaves 7. And he's got to put up at least some shit in repairs that might have to be down. So now,
how many properties?
I took 3 out of that, 4, 5, 6, 7. So he only gets to pocket 4 months worth of rent.
Yeah, I think right. Nobody's getting rich off of that.
We're not saying that
He owns it. He's doing good because if he was making a mortgage,
we ain't say rich.
That's worse.
But we're not saying
that's
he's
exactly
rich
right.
off of that. We know he's not getting rich off of that.
That's an expensive thing.
30 years ago.
Hey, you know why? Because I put my faith in the black dollar 30 years ago.
Bob, how many rental properties do you have?
You're getting too personal on me here.
No, I'm just asking. Just do you have more than 5? Do you have more than 5, Bob?
Yes.
It's not gonna okay, so if one person has an unaliving in their family, it's not gonna put a huge dent in your pocket for them not to pay rent for a month.
No, business don't got no room for that. If you go to a store and say, "Man, I'm hungry because I was at a funeral because my mama died," they go.
So guess what, Bob? That lets me know that you lied when you said you do more for black people than anybody else on this panel. Because you initially said that somebody in their family may unalive. You be a nice guy, let them skate on their rent. Now you're saying that a business can't live like that. So did you just tell us a bald-headed whole lie?
No, my son is mad as hell at me because I do that. He said that ain't your problem. He said that ain't your problem. He said that ain't my problem.
You're only doing that for tenants that have been there with you for some years, right?
You know why they stay? Because they got a good deal going.
That's how I think. That's how I think.
Yeah,
I'm going to get better than I give them. People don't think like I do.
The town you live in is what you
that's
consider
why
racist.
my tenants have been around for 15 years.
Right. They like where they're at.
We
The town you
appreciate
live
that,
in is
Bob.
what you consider racist, Bob?
What?
The town you live in, would you consider it racist?
63% black. So what do you think?
It's almost
it's not racist.
Yes, it's taking them too long now.
It's 63% black.
What is the 40% of the non-black
IT population ran away.
It can't be if it's 63% black. If black
Yes,
can't
it
be
can.
racist.
Who's it? Is a black person
I've
in
always
power?
heard that black can't be
Who runs
racist.
City Hall? Who runs City Hall? White or black folks?
The black folk.
Okay, well then it might not be racist if they run the government.
63%. Where you going to let a white government run a majority black city?
I happens all the time.
Happened in Atlanta, don't happen in Detroit, don't happen.
Well, guess where it happened? Guess what? Montgomery is majority black, and they just got their first black mayor in 2019. So it absolutely does matter. Yes, the birthright of the civil rights movement did not get their first black mayor until 2019. So, and it's predominantly, and Montgomery is like 80% black.
I don't know how that's nothing to be proud of.
Y'all should have took that folding chair out sooner than
That's shit. I'm with you on that. You got the 80%. You still running the wrong way.
But guess what? We have the same problem Louisiana does. They don't go out and vote like they should. They vote during the presidential elections, but vote.
understand that.
They don't get out and vote.
Unemployment.
Because I'm gonna tell you something. If Black Louisianans got out and vote, Louisiana flip blue.
But here's what I'm saying.
They have one of the
Black
highest
voters-
concentrations of Black people in one spot in
They think
Louisiana.
that the
If
presidential,
they went out and voted, Louisiana would be blue.
because they think that the federal elections affect local more than the presidential.
No, local. Why don't they vote local?
Well, when I talk to
the federal
Louisiana,
elections affect local more than the local government.
They're-
I give you an
they're
example. My
unemployed.
brother, man, what's that gonna do? I'm like, always complain about child support, right? And I said, man, why don't you try and get a new prosecutor in? Oh man, what's that gonna do? I'm like, well, she issues maybe a viable candidate, or just find another candidate. I'm like, but that changes everything. If you can get enough brothers together and find maybe a viable candidate, or just find another the other candidate for her, or threaten her, she might change her ways. Way more. I want to get into, but for some reason, that's how we like our judges, our mayors, like our local elections affect us way more than the federal elections. But for some odd reason, Black men do not believe us. That's my brother. Don't call him a trash. No, don't say that about my
Stop
brother.
helping trash baby daddies.
He's my brother. But we were
You trash.
No, don't say that.
No,
about my
I've always
brother.
been in politics because of my mom.
But we this is like we were young. But you know, I've always been in the politics.
He was loving on a couple of
I
women
know how to
too.
contain my dad. He's my dad, man. He really my dad, bro. I know how to contain my dad evilness. Well, not evilness, but it's
No, you said the word already. You already
it's
said
not
it.
evil to love women.
He never
It's
used
not
them. He
evil.
was always honest.
It's evil to use them.
Yeah, that is true. But he never used them. He was always
He was up front with it, right? You ain't got a chance, baby.
Yeah, right. I'm no good.
oh Lord. But yeah, when I talk to people from Louisiana, it's a lot of them feel like, and this is a thing in Louisiana because it's been especially consistent on these panels, is they feel like voting does not matter. They gonna do what they want to do anyway. And it's like that's like a constant common thing I hear from Black people in Louisiana. And I'm saying, well, how do you expect anything to change or whatever if you don't get out and vote? You have to be the change.
It's the lack of education. The education system is very, very, very.
You know what? I could take the other side of that by saying maybe they're the smart ones because we've been voting for a long time and we ain't seen the change we thought we should see by now.
Well, I'm telling you, I'm seeing changes now, and they're not good. And it's because a lot of people did not vote or voted third party and split the vote.
So mad when people who this vote is why too important.
Yep.
Okay, so can I ask you?
But the elderly has really been affected because Medicaid ain't gonna pick up their Part D prescriptions on their copays. So I hope folks got enough money to pay for their medicines.
But that's the question I was asking Bob. Like, what do you? Because you're saying the effects that the T-Man is having are good, but I just want to know, like, what happens when it all falls apart?
I don't think that's going to happen. My view is I don't think that's going to happen. The people that are investing in their own money, when a man puts his own money down, then he's got vested interest in this thing. And the people that are putting the money in the stock market are betting on the future going to be good too. So that's a good sign that my thinking is good thinking.
But it's not the lower class.
They're not. They don't matter. They don't matter. They don't
I
matter
realize that a big chunk
because they're getting a free ride. They're getting a free ride. Like, you know, them sucker fish on a whale. That's what they're getting. The sucker fish on a whale. That's the lower class she's talking about.
Hold on. What does it matter if you got all this money? Dollars are backed by something which they're trying to.
You just get more. You just get more money.
How though?
Because everything's inflation. Because you already know the secret how to make money. So you just keep doing what you were doing. Like in my case, I'd say I made this. If I had money, excuse me, 1 second. If I had 25 houses and I wasn't making money, or I was making money, but inflation was starting to get crazy, I just say, okay, go get two or three more houses to take care of this real quick. Because that's the secret.
What if
Because I already know how to
about-
do
but
everything.
what
you never
about
get
the
two
people
houses and
can't-
nobody can afford your rent?
Exactly.
Everybody's got to live somewhere.
But I'm saying if
You know,
nobody
if they,
has a job,
if
to
they can't
pay,
afford it,
then
guess what happens?
you don't keep buying more houses.
If you don't pay, you don't stay.
But I'm saying if nobody has a job to pay, then what do? You don't
Well,
keep buying.
in my 30 years, I've never had that problem, so I don't know.
Well, we're not in your 30 years anymore, though. Things
He
are
probably
changing.
all his tenants are probably on Section 8. The government is paying.
None of them. I go
they're
no
not-
Section 8.
But if they can't
Oh,
pay,
so you get under the table money. You don't like to report your income. I ain't mad at you, Bob.
Don't be mad at me, baby.
so if they can't pay for the homes, and then they can't stay.
Yeah, if they don't take
and then
Section
other
8, that's
people,
why they can have
then
that
other
money.
people can't
Cash.
pay.
Would invest in the stock market.
You're losing money at that point because your money still has to be spent.
Well, just like the stock market, nobody would invest in the stock market and think they were going to win every day.
Look at me, I'm living fruit.
You got to look long term.
Stayed in the hood.
But
You
I'm
know,
looking
you-
long term. That's my question. My
I
question
am.
to
I
you.
stayed there, and look at me. I'm living fruit that it happened. I stayed in the hood for 30 years, and now I'm living fat.
But I'm asking you, based on now, not your past, now. If it all goes down due to the government, you're saying that this is good for you. You're saying you like what the T-Man is doing because it's benefiting you.
No, it don't benefit me at all, because if I see, because I saw firsthand how a good job can change a man or a woman's life. It can make problems go away. Make problems go away at home if a man's got a good family and a good benefits going at it. If we increase our manufacturing in this country, then more people will have that. And when you get old and you've already done everything, you'd like to see the next generation and others have a good deal. You'd be a mean person if you didn't want somebody to do well, because it's no skin off your back.
But then we just discussed the
Why did the old folks sell out the young people?
is not.
But you're making a premature evaluation.
Why did the old folks sell out the young people?
Everybody else that works at General Motors.
The old folks do what?
Yeah, like people like you are lobbyists up in that union. Why have y'all sold out everybody else that works at General Motors?
I hated that. I saw it, and you're 100% right, because I think at least in the union point of view, there was people put into positions who they were like DEI. They were hooked up with somebody, and they weren't qualified to do what they were set out to do. But that's just my opinion.
I didn't have anything to do with the company.
It was a good old boy.
Or maybe y'all was just working with the company and got a kickback.
I didn't have anything to do with the company.
Behind closed doors.
I was on the political side.
I'm saying maybe the union was working with the company because that's what y'all do behind closed doors. Maybe they
do that.
Maybe they gave y'all some
thought
cash.
that.
Maybe they gave y'all some cash to put in y'all pocket.
I don't think there's no maybe in that question.
Then y'all went in there and voted and sold everybody else out because y'all had y'all.
I think that's 100% true. But here's what it was. The GM and the Ford and the Chrysler, they were smart. They only dealt with one person.
My opinion.
They made that shop chair rich.
Not trying to say anything but my opinion.
My opinion. That's my opinion.
But my opinion is UAW is one of the racist.
It's not trying to say anything but my opinion.
I've ever been associated or affiliated with.
Well, my opinion is UAW is one of the racist union organizations I've ever been associated or affiliated with. And that's my opinion.
Anyway, listen.
Well, there you go.
Giving me so much time up here. I know I'll see you again, but
Yes, Bob. Thank you for having me. I think because I got.
Anyway, listen. You guys have given me so much time up here. I know I'll see you again, but.
Yes, Bob. Thank you for having me. I think
All right, I appreciate all
Yes,
of you.
we gotta respect Bob. He is honest, no matter what.
And
At least Bob was honest. I like that.
You
Yeah,
gotta respect Bob. He is honest,
You
no
know.
matter what.
But and that's how it be. That's how it is. So I be with you when black people get in positions that they don't dog out their own people. Because people like Bob ain't finna dog out his. If his person lose a job, Bob gonna get that person their job back. Now he might not get Congress' job back, but he gonna get Billy Bob's job back.
They do the work.
Immediately.
And that's why they don't let you up in the union, because they know you're gonna fight hard to get people's job back that look like you. So therefore they don't get, they don't put you in no position.
And then most of the Negroes
And then the white folks ain't finna vote for you when you running around the plant trying to be a shop steward. They don't vote for you. And then most of the Negroes ain't gonna vote for you either, because you know how we do each other.
Go ahead, New Breed. I'm sorry.
We'll go vote for one of them before we vote for ourselves.
That everybody think that we're gonna have true manufacturing jobs.
That's the one thing.
I have a question.
So go ahead, New Breed. I'm sorry. What?
Why is it that everybody think that we're going to have true manufacturing jobs brought back to the United States?
Who thinks that, New Breed?
Like, I'm like, we're not.
It's gonna be robots.
Who thinks that?
Just the fact that
I think everybody knows
no longer
like it's gonna be robots.
Well, not even robots or automation. Just the fact that it's no longer going to be the 3-story, 2-level manufacturing jobs where everybody's in there sweating, arms length away from each other, just grinding or whatever. It's no longer that anymore. It's done. But everybody thinks for some reason manufacturing jobs are going to come to the United States and that everything is just going to be back to hunky dory. No,
Trump sold it. Trump sold it to dummies that don't know don't know that robotics and AI is here now. Hell, Amazon damn near is automated. They got the little trains and shit. Even at Ford, we had the trains that drive through the plant by themselves. Ain't even know where to go because it's been programmed by the GPS. It knows if you walk in front of it, it spots you and it stops, so it won't run over you. So yeah, it'll get to a point, even in a car manufacturing plant, that they won't need people because the paint shop is already. They don't need people. They dunk it in the paint, so you don't have people that paint the car no more. Repair spots on the car, but they don't paint it. The robots do that in the body shop.
They ain't got welders.
All you do is feed the robots all day. The robot actually welds and does everything. They don't have welders no more. So the robot do all of that now, and all you do is feed the robot the material, and the robot puts it together and welds it, and then goes on along down the line. All you hear all day is because that's the sounds that they be making as they turning and doing what they do. The only people that really that work are the people in the assembly plant, the ones that assemble all of that that puts all the side, your bumpers and your doors and your windshields and all of that shit. They ain't got the robot to be able to. It's a lot of robots. That's a lot of money.
We make about
you're right. I just sit back and I laugh, and then I'm gonna laugh even more when we make about. I want to say about 200 millionaires in about 5 years. Because all these people that are going to hit civil lawsuits against the United States government and ICE, their due process being violated, they're going to create millionaires.
I don't blame them. They need to.
And it'll be everyone else who pays for it. Because they're going to have to raise our tax. We're going to have to raise everybody's taxes due to these lawsuits. And the next thing you know, people are going to be scrambling around. Who do we blame? Who do we blame? How about we blame the people that voted for him? And how about we blame the man that voted?
I'm wondering why they're not passing it or
and
trying
blame
to pass
Congress who sit up there and let him do all that shit. Because he's doing what they want.
He gonna really be a lame duck. Why not try to pass? Why they not passing it or trying to pass any laws, especially if they lose the why not try to pass any laws?
But do you guys think
Republicans resign?
Because that big beautiful bill took up everything they had.
Let's be really honest though.
It took up everything they had.
The government finna shut down again. We on the brink of another shutdown.
Do you believe that they're going to allow us to go?
I hope so.
Do you believe that they're going to allow us to vote?
Honest vote.
They're gonna have a vote. Now, whether it be a honest vote, because what's his name over the machines now? Elon Musk. Don't he own Dominion?
No, he owns Starlink.
But ain't he got something to do with these voting machines?
No, he doesn't have any. He doesn't have anything to do with the vending machines. He has to do with the actual link up, the satellite link
of the machines.
Yeah. So Starlink runs like if you have T-Mobile and you go into T-Mobile Tuesdays or whatever. If you look at the very bottom, it says Starlink.
So I know that part, but
Yes.
these voting machines, they communicate via Wi-Fi or something. You know,
Yeah,
'cause
that's what he runs. He runs Starlink, which runs that.
so he can probably change the results, is what I'm saying. He can have access.
But the
He can
midterms,
see 'em.
the midterms are going to be too much
You
for
can
him.
definitely see them.
Hell, if you can see them, can't you change it?
But the midterms, I believe the midterms are going to be too much for him to even do that.
It should be.
It'll be too much because you're talking about how many states?
2 years, so it's gonna be a third of it.
Well, the House and the Senate are really take the House and the Senate in
2 years, so it's gonna be a third of it.
Well, the House and the Senate are up for grabs, pretty much. We could literally take the House and the Senate in just one night.
There's Republicans that are
If we
not
get out and vote. But we're gonna have enough Republicans, so I don't think it'll be a problem.
There's Republicans that are not happy about what he's doing also.
That's what I'm saying. We'll have enough Republicans that's gonna vote Democrat, so I don't think it's gonna be a problem.
Oh yeah.
Greenland, the Republicans will his last name is Bacon, if I'm not mistaken. He was
I'll
talking
be
about
honest with you.
Greenland, and
I
he said
care less what the GOP says
invades
because
Greenland.
when they did that whole, when they voted
I'm
bill for to try and
honest with you, I could care less. But when they voted or did that whole bill for to try and control him in regards to Venezuela, JD Vance was the deciding vote, and he literally knocked it down. So when it comes to the GOP, yeah, they look like they're, hey, we're gonna put the guardrails around me. But when it comes to a vote, because when it goes to him, he's gonna be them. And then when they turn around and do it, they have to vote, and they need a majority. But if that majority gets 50-50 and it comes to JD Vance again, he's gonna knock it down. So when it comes to I don't believe they look like they're doing something. They ain't doing nothing.
I'm like over Greenland, but not the J presidency.
But do I think
like
that
over
if he
Greenland,
tries to
but
go
not
after
the
Greenland,
J6?
will it be the unalive?
But do I think that if he tries to go after Greenland, will it be the unaliving of his presidency? Yes, it will.
Think of a
I just don't understand why he wants it.
think of a wall that's in front of him.
He's doing everything. Think of
He has cans of shit.
think of a wall that's in front of him.
Seeing what his
The
stick got.
wall is sticky,
Trying to see what
and he has cans of shit, and he's throwing it against the wall. And what he's trying to do, he's trying to see what will stick, what will make the American people get behind him and make him happy.
literally like, hey,
But everybody's worried about the Epstein and this, that, and the third, and that's what he's doing. He's trying to literally hey, I don't want you to worry about Epstein. I want you to worry about what I'm doing. I don't want you I'm trying to just cover up what I'm doing. And the problem is that it's not being able to be covered up. Everybody's seeing everything, and it's not helping me.
so that's why he's scared of the midterms because even Stephen Bannon said in his buddy that if the Democrats
So that's why he's scared of the midterms, because even Stephen Bannon said it, his buddy,
know it because they broke
that if the Democrats get the midterms, everybody's going to get impeached. And they know it because they've broken the law, and they know it.
middle people, especially the middle
Support that. I
Republicans.
don't think
He's
we're
not.
gonna
He's
have
not worried about.
That's why
He's worried about midterms because a lot of the middle people, especially the middle Republicans, are questioning him. That's why he's worried about it. He's already been shoving shit down people's throats all day. So now just talk about that as just an asinine comment, in my opinion.
The 300. You talking about the press conference he had with the 300?
I didn't hear you. I was waiting for him. Go ahead. I couldn't hear
The 300. You talking about the press conference he had with the 365 accomplishments that he did? He had a press conference because did you see the press conference?
No, I've been working. I just got home.
365. He had a press conference because today is 1-year anniversary.
One of them was getting rid of Hunter Biden's Secret Service.
365 accomplishments. That was an accomplishment. One of them was getting rid of Hunter Biden's Secret Service.
Y'all have to go and listen to it though. It literally sounds like he's a old man in a nursing home looking outside the window.
Y'all have to go and listen to it though. It literally sounds like he's a old man in a nursing home.
I was listening to it like coming home, coming home on the train.
He is.
And it just sounds so
Exactly what he is.
I was listening to it like coming home on the train.
And
it just sounded so eerie, like this can't be the president. Just the stuff that you're saying.
Yeah, it is.
RFK sounds like he's got that machine next to his throat.
You ever
He's overdosing on aspirin.
on a side note, you ever watch those comedy videos with Barack Obama and George Bush Jr. or whatever?
Battles, like the rap battles.
What's it called? The
No, the rap battle, just the golfing thing, and then the roast each other. What's it called? The dinners or whatever, where they have somebody that roasts them. You didn't see that?
Celebrity. I seen Donald Trump. I haven't seen Barack.
No, I didn't look it up. They look it up with Bush and the personators that mocked them during
correspondence dinner,
press conferences. Or what's that dinner I'm talking about? Does somebody know what I'm talking about? What's that dinner called?
I know the press conference, White House something.
It's like I would say provocation dinner, whatever it's called.
No, you're talking about it's like a birthday dinner. It's basically a celebration dinner.
No, it's a White House correspondence. It's for the reporters.
The White House correspondence dinner.
Okay.
Yeah. If you got if you want to look at the difference between then and now, look up Bush and Obama and that correspondence dinner and the personations of making fun of themselves and having fun and enjoying it compared to now if it happened with Trump, you'd be like, I don't think that's a joke.
Trump didn't go. Trump didn't go to it.
Did he not go to it? I don't know.
You know what? I hate to say that.
He did not go. He was gonna go be roasted by folks.
But you know what? I hate to say that Barack Obama. I think that's the catalyst to make when Barack Obama roasted him. Y'all remember that one?
No, I don't think so.
Look,
he went to it when Barack Obama was roasted and out there hollering in the audience about show your birth certificate.
I'm gonna get this.
Go and look at that correspondence.
He was like, as soon as I get out of this, I'm gonna get this.
That's the face Trumpism. I'm gonna get this.
Oh yeah, he couldn't stand Barack.
He was like, as soon as I get out of this, I'm gonna get this.
He is mad that Barack Obama got a Nobel Peace Prize. Like he said the other day, they gave him a Nobel Peace Prize for doing nothing. That's the only reason he wants a Nobel Peace Prize, because the black man got one.
No, it's not because he's black. It's because Trump is an egomaniac.
But what I'm saying is, if Barack had never gotten one, if Barack Obama had never received a Nobel Peace Prize, Trump wouldn't want one. He only wants one because Barack got one.
In your opinion of Trump, though, one a Nobel Peace Prize.
That's what she's saying. She just saying he wants one because
it would change if the other person was, say, Asian,
the president is black,
or Mexican, or
That's
black.
what she's saying. She just said he wants one because the former president had one. Not because
He wants one to put something else on his keychain.
Nope, it has nothing to do with that. Nothing. If it didn't have nothing to do with Barack, he wouldn't keep complaining about Barack got a Nobel Peace Prize for doing nothing. He wants one simply because that black man who he felt should have never been president.
Well, what did Barack Obama
got a
do?
Nobel Peace Prize.
What did he do in the first place? Is there a Nobel Peace Prize?
I don't know what he did to get his Nobel Peace Prize. I don't remember.
Two wrongs don't make a right.
How his movement,
but they gave him one.
It was the how he changed the hope in the culture
themselves for a little bit.
How his movement almost uplifted the world. Everybody had a breath of hope in themselves for a little bit. I think it was
my favorite. If I had to explain that, my favorite thing would be the South Park episode with Stan Marsh running around saying Obama, and then getting fired and losing his job and figuring out things. Nothing's changed. Anybody here watch South Park?
South Park?
Yep.
You know what I'm talking about then, right?
I ain't seen that. I haven't seen that one.
It's their voices get on my nerves.
It's South Park's a great satire for just people in general and bringing the stupidities to that level.
I used to watch it when
Isaac Hayes was on it. I don't want to hear it.
You ought to watch it. Conscious is very
I
good.
used to watch it. I used to watch it when Isaac Hayes was on it. Chef.
Oh, Chef was on there.
They got I'm not gonna say they got mad, but they got
I like their stories.
Yeah, when Chef went to Scientology, but the stories were back in the days. The stories were incredible of just bringing out like the dumb logic in the satire way of like it's really what you're doing, and then the way they go for it is awesome. I love it. I think it's a great show. So
yeah, I think I'm about to.
Anyways, I just wanted to jump in. I'm watching the Rockets and Spurs right now. So
yeah, I think I'm about to because 6 o'clock in the morning comes pretty fast. It's already 10. Okay. I hope you feel better, man.
Yeah, well, I had some shit happen today, so I'm not working tomorrow. I'll put it that way.
Make sure I follow you before you feel better, man.
It's always fun.
You got any final words before we get out of here, Jay?
It's always fun to pick at the other battles, and then people think a little bit outside the box that are very
the cages a little bit.
in their own opinions or thoughts sometimes. If that makes sense. Rattle in a respectful way of thinking outside the box without getting emotional and actually talking. Like I was trying to mess with her, and she even came back. She's like, "You gotta watch South Park." That's
how about you, Miss Sylvia?
She like that's what I'm talking about. That's what the fun people. That's what you love talking. So
how about you, Miss Sylvia? Any final things?
Did
they have the episode of Salty Balls?
Matter of fact, I might watch South Park before I go to sleep.
You like my salty balls or something like that? I have the episode of Salty Balls. I'm like. You like my salty balls or something like that?
Ain't no telling. What is that one boy's name? The little fat ass. Carmen. Somebody.
I think
you see the one where whenever they do the one where Trump gets elected and Carmen gets all sad and depressed because he doesn't have any kind of like swing anymore, doesn't have any kind of sway anymore about being who he is. You know what I'm talking about? It's all sad about it.
Check them out. I gotta start checking.
Everybody hates the JWS. You could say that. Now everybody hates them. I don't know what to do anymore.